miniseries on Netflix.
It's scary.
Oh, it's a scary story. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Josh Arnold is here.
Chickster.
Ace Cosby.
Chick.
Has an A on his hat to remind me his name's Ace. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. And hello, Tom.
Hello. Hello, Ace. The big A. The big A stands for Ace.
Got it from a good friend?
I could put my K on and we could kind of match.
Yeah. You have a big K?
I got you guys hats with letters
Christmas.
on it.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
I got the
Mine's
big
on my
T.
desk.
You got the big T, all right. Yours is probably in the box still.
It's
Yeah.
probably
I'm sorry.
my office somewhere.
That's all right.
Well, I will go. Hello, everybody. Testing 1, 2, 3. Ready to rock here. We already have mail. We're up and running. I just got to get a little bit of organization over here. Christy, day 2 with your cap on.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Why?
Sorry.
I don't think it's bad at all. It's fine.
Yeah.
Once again, Christy had eye surgery, so she's a little bit light sensitive.
This will make you giggle maybe a little bit. I went for my follow-up appointment yesterday, and apparently I have little pupils, so it was a little bit more invasive than the normal cataract surgery, so it might take a little longer for me to...
You got itty-bitty
little baby
pupils.
Well, that
baby
stands to
pupils.
reason. You're a miniature person. Why wouldn't you have tiny
Yeah.
pupils?
Tiny little pupils, so it might be a little bit longer than normal, but everything's great.
Tiny pupils. She's got the news for you today.
I felt so silly when
Tiny
he said that.
pupils. No,
Pupils. You
What did I
said
say?
You said pupils.
Pupils. I'm so sorry.
Pupils.
Yeah, okay. Let's see now. A couple quick things. Congratulations again to Eric Stewart. We're going to talk with Eric today. Who is he? Well, Josh, he's a fellow. Is it Missouriite or Missourian? Missourian. He's a fellow Missourian from La Belle, Missouri.
And he's a fellow Washington football fan.
He is.
That's what I heard.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Well, we're going
What
to
I'm
talk to him
hearing.
today. He's going to pick against Chickster in the Shoe of the Week. He was the one of 3 people that got all the games right last week in Week 7 of pro football. And of the 3, he was the only one that got the tiebreakers. So he is our official winner. Now, I mentioned this earlier because I want you, the listener, please, I'm talking to you, to go right now to bobandtom.com/contest and get yourself entered because Week 8 begins this evening. And you could find yourself the winner just like Eric of a gift certificate from Steven Singer Jewelers. You can peruse IHateStevenSinger.com, see the kind of cool stuff you could get.
500 smackers.
And there you go. Have some fun. While you're there, don't forget we've got this new thing from Orange Insoles. It's the man cave / wait a minute, don't tell me. She shed upgrade.
Very good.
All you got to do is pay attention. So go to bobandtom.com/contest and see what Orange Insoles can do for you. It does involve a 4K smart TV and a very special wooden dartboard. So that'll make the shed or man cave that much more special. So please, by all means, get yourself organized and get that done today. Now, how is everyone doing? Let's go around the horn. Josh, everything okay in your world?
Yeah, doing well.
Now, I should say that you're not going to be here tomorrow.
You're packed and ready to go?
Yeah, you guys are
everybody, yeah.
leaving today, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Patty G, you're going to be with Josh.
Yeah.
And Jeff Oskey. And you're going to meet Al Jackson on site. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center. The event on Friday night will be you guys doing a great stand-up comedy show. And once again, Josh will be the host. There was some confusion about that.
Really?
I announced that
What?
Josh's brother, Jeff.
Oh, that's right.
You did.
Would be
you forgot
hosting.
Josh's name. That's right.
That's
Called
right.
him Jeff.
Well,
yeah.
it's Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold. But by all means, check that out Friday night. If you're anywhere near Sioux Falls, South Dakota, or Larchwood, Iowa, Grand Falls Casino Resort.com. Just a little something.
I understand there's like an all-you-can-eat crab buffet or
What?
something
What?
at the casino or something.
How about that?
I heard talk in the hallway yesterday. I don't know.
Well, not to be confused with the all-you-can-bitch.
Crab fest? No.
All-you-can-crab bitch fest.
Right.
That's
totally different.
Taking place. I'm sorry. We'll have that coming up, certainly.
Right.
Well, Pat, we have I dug up a news story from a few months back for you because we had a story yesterday about an assault with pasta.
Oh, yeah.
And somewhere in my head, I remembered we'd had another one. There was one a long time ago about someone who attacked someone with a frozen fish.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that
Frozen
one.
tuna.
Yeah, frozen tuna. But I knew there was something about a pasta attack, and I found one. So perhaps you can get your friend Luigi to stop by when I.
He's still in town. Let me text him. He could be here
Okay,
in
we'll
5,
text him.
10 minutes.
See if you can get him to come in.
Luigi has a smartphone. That's interesting.
He does, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think. He's the old world, the old ways. You wouldn't think he'd have a smartphone, but that's interesting.
Now, Josh, do you have a place you go where, like, say, a coffee shop or something, and you walk in, there's always the same 2 or 3 people there. You don't really know them, but you see them all the time.
I don't currently, but I've had that before, yeah.
Yeah, I have that right now.
Really?
Cool. Yeah, that's always cool.
There's a place I go, and there are always a couple people kind of sort of live there.
What are you saying?
Oh, I always like when there are regulars in places.
Yeah.
But they have what you're saying is they have their laptop open and they're doing business. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but it's nice, you know. But what I really do enjoy there's a place I go typically on Saturdays and Sundays. There's often a group of guys, older fellows that have that little corner.
Yeah, that's cool too.
Yeah.
And but I found this story yesterday. A group of friends have maintained a tradition. This is in the UK for 5 decades.
Wow.
These guys are in their late 70s and 80s. They go to the White Swan in Sheffield every Thursday to the pub. And even during COVID, they would do it over Zoom.
Oh, that's nice.
But it's the same guys. It says the topics have shifted from soccer and sex to, quote, pensions and prostates. But they've kept up the tradition. This is great.
For 50 years.
For more than 50.
Man.
Yeah. 56 years these guys have all been getting together and talking. So I hope someday that we'll have that tradition. Maybe when the show's long off the air, we'll get together.
Still meet on a Thursday.
Thursday morning for
6 a.m.
I'll do that.
Got a feeling I'm going to be way busy.
Okay.
Way
Well,
busy.
we used to talk about the Rolling Stones. Now we talk about kidney stones.
Yeah.
Let's go around the horn. Pat, how are your bowels?
Moving slow.
You didn't text me. You didn't text me yesterday. I figured nothing happened.
No.
Yeah, we have an agreement, of
I had
course.
an off day.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
All right.
How many wives are dead? Okay, let's go around. Okay, sorry.
Right.
Just kind of a sweet story.
That is a sweet
story. Yeah. What do you have coming up, Christy Lee, in the world of sweet stories? Anything good?
We have Goldfish changing their name. That's kind of interesting.
They're not
snack
goldfish?
cracker?
Yep, the snack cracker.
Oh, I thought
This
the goldfish, the actual animal fish, was going to
No,
change
they
the
can't
name.
do that.
You know, like the dinosaurs changed name.
I'm still upset about that.
Oh,
We have a kangaroo loose in the land.
Australia or Cleveland?
The land.
The land, Florida?
Oh.
Yes.
No kidding?
All right.
Huh.
Yeah.
How'd a kangaroo get down there?
Took a boat.
Hop the line.
I would guess. right?
So are we going to have a song? Roo on the boat? Is Roo the short form of kangaroo?
Yeah, of course.
You call him a Roo?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
But
yes,
you
I think
can.
Kangaroos would be ideal. What do they call those? Mules? Drug mules? They just hide the,
Oh, they got a pouch.
hide the drugs in their pouch.
Oh no, that's too obvious.
Yeah?
That's the red herring.
Okay.
You put like golf clubs in there, and then you do the old rectal thing. But right now we were talking about having some fun with our pigskin picks. Have some serious fun with Prize Picks, right, Chick?
We're in the heart of football season, and Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action while watching football. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody, and the app's easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport, then pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 100 times your money. Prize Picks even invented flex play, so you can still cash out even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Here's some options for tonight's football game. Sam Darnold to have more or less than 1.5 passing touchdowns. Kyron Williams to have more than 0.5 rushing or receiving touchdowns, and Justin Jefferson to have more or less than 6 receptions in tonight's Rams-Vikings game. Go to prizepicks.com to just download the PrizePicks app today and use the code TOM to get a $50 credit instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on PrizePicks, $50 credit instantly when you play $5. You don't need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks, run your game. Must be present in certain states where it is lawful to wager. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Thank you very much, Schickster. PrizePicks, have some fun. It's going to be cool. Also, coming up in the news, we have slang terms for the front naughty for both the ladies and the gents. And a cool story for Josh. You're a fan of the Alien franchise?
Yes.
You're going to be very excited about this. For Josh and Ace, you'll find out the connection coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com and check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Come on, baby. Everyone's doing it.
But I've never done it before.
Your brother tried it and he loved it.
My brother? What?
Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. Ooh, I hope there's batteries in it.
Batteries?
The Bob and Tom Show, mornings on 95.7 QMF, Louisville's classic rock station.
We should wake up with Bob and Tom every morning.
Well, that sounds good to me. No problem here.
Get up and get it on.
Joining us in the studio now, we have Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. And
he and Kirsty are making out, evidently.
Welcome back to Earth, sir.
Oh, there David, how are you?
Thank you.
Dr. Wolf is wearing a NASA golf shirt. Very cool.
Of course he is.
Ah, you can get those at gift shop, Tom.
That's no big thing.
Dr. Wolf, it's a great pleasure to see you, and glad you're back.
The Wolf Man!
Thank you, Tom. It's nice to be back on Earth.
So,
Yeah, what'd you do on your summer vacation?
Oh, really? You out of space, huh?
You win.
yeah, that is kind of a... You do have that kind of conversation trumper. Well, we got back from the vineyard. What'd you do, Dr. Wolf? I was in outer space.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Took a few spacewalks. Added a piece or two to the International Space Station.
You added a whole porch, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did some maintenance on the port solar array wing. Needed some new batteries.
Oh, there you go.
Now, if you go to our website...
Why do you need a porch in space?
Well,
where are you going to sit?
two of the guys,
Where are you going to sit and rock the
chair.
two of the guys,
bang?
two of the guys smoke. So
Yeah, you got to go outside. Hey, don't light up in the space station. Get out there on the smoking porch.
This is why Bob's not an astronaut.
This is why David comes in here, so we can't make fun of
You
him.
can't smoke in space. I was thinking about that this morning. Of
course not.
Why we're not astronauts.
Could possibly, theoretically, couldn't they, an astronaut who smokes, couldn't they fill his helmet up with smoke so he could smoke?
I think it could. There probably is some technology which would permit.
There you go.
yeah, but it still can't escape from the suit.
Now, on a serious note,
And your clothes would really
you guys
smell.
are NASA launching again probably tomorrow.
Yes, I haven't heard this morning. We were on time as of last evening. Still, things going
The
well.
concern
There's
is that
fueling.
There's some thunderstorms may come in and delay the fueling.
Summer in Florida, it's tough to get off the pad, as we demonstrated.
As you know.
Yeah, you
Now,
did.
that was actually my first question. I wanted to know.
You have to get dressed each and every one of those times. How long does it take to get into the suit and everything ready for
It's
launch?
a pretty big ordeal. It takes 3 or 4 hours, from getting up and then out to the pad, and it's 2 million pounds of cryogenic oxygen and hydrogen. You get up on top of that, the countdown goes, and then it's a few hours to get out. It's a big deal, but it's harder on the cooks and the friends and the family. We go to work whether we go to space or go to Earth,
Right.
But everyone else has traveled and they want to see a launch, and it's a lot of trouble to turn around.
Our guest is Dr. David Wolf, astronaut. If you go to our website on the left side, you'll see a photograph of Dr. Wolf. Did you take this one? Were you holding your hand out?
The long arm?
Is this you with your arm, or one of your buddies taking?
Nobody up there want to take a picture of you, Dave?
It looks like you're.
No, that's somebody shooting through the hatch when I'm getting ready to go out on a spacewalk. I'm in vacuum in there, ready to go out.
Okay.
And
if you click
shot through the window.
If you click there, we have a sort of a whole set of photos there, and you can see Dr. Wolf floating around in space. We'll talk about some of these when we come back.
I'm curious, how long does it take you to get into the spacesuit that you're going to use to do a walk?
The suit, you spend the day before checking it out, like a spacecraft itself. The next morning, you spend 2 or 3 hours getting in before you get out through the hatch. About 3 hours.
Wow.
Don't you have a series of mirrors in your passenger car here at home where you can drive laying on your back? Isn't that just to make you feel comfortable?
Feel more comfortable upside down.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Larry, the cable guy. Larry, good morning.
It's good to see you. But I gotta tell you, I had a horrible nightmare
Last night?
last night.
Really?
Before I come in here, I dreamt I drunk the world's largest margarita. And woke up this morning, there was salt on the toilet lid. Thank God I didn't eat the worm in there, I'll tell you that much. I tell you what, I was madder than a skinhead watching the Jeffersons. I tell you what.
Hi there. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tomorrow's going to be interesting.
Why is that?
Nobody's going to be here.
Nobody's going to be here but us, and I don't know. I don't know why, and I normally don't get nervous. And I know we're having guests, and Joe Theismann's going to be on Zoom, and Mike Birbiglia is coming in. I know, but I'm not sure why I'm getting nervous.
Well, I can take it 10 minutes in advance. Ace, will you be here?
I'll be here.
Okay. Chickabee, will you be at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk?
Wait a minute, Ace will be here?
Yes.
That doesn't help anything.
Bring him the funny. I'm like a junior.
The confidence.
Yes, I'll be here, and Christy will be here, and that'll be it.
Oh, Christy will be over there at the Silac News. Willie G will be here.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Not present, Pat Godwin. Not present, Josh Arnold. They'll be getting ready for a big show once again Friday night at the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort right near Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So it'll be a fun time. And Jeff Oskey will be joining them along with Al Jackson. I think Al's going to be our guest later this morning. We're going to learn something about language. Speaking of language, coming up on today's show, we have a lexicographer?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Language guy who is an expert on slang terms, and we have a history lesson in slang terms for the front naughty, if you will.
Interesting.
Yes. And
I think Josh should read this. He's a wordsmith.
Well, I mean, I think maybe you could do part of it in a quiz. Give me just one of them right now. Let me see if we can guess if it's the front naughty for the male or the female.
Privy Council.
The Privy Council's female.
Yeah, very good.
Privy sound it's a bathroom. The Privy, right?
I know, right? That's weird.
Yeah, but Privy Council sounds like a committee.
That's from 1664.
Times change.
Yeah, times do change.
I didn't know they had women's parts back then. Wow.
It's weird. It's so funny you say that because you sort of think that way sometimes, don't you? You sort of think that like sex was discovered the same year you did.
I would think.
You call one of your buddies. You know what I found out? You rub this thing. And
how about the silent flute?
The silent flute?
Oh, the silent flute. Flute's the wiener. That's got to be.
It's got to be the boy.
1720, the silent flute.
It'd be really funny if it were like a talking flute.
Yeah, that would be different.
Hey. We have a complete list of those things on the way. I already got a letter. I mentioned that one of the places I go sometimes for coffee, there's usually 2 or 3 people that are there all the time. There's another place I go for iced tea all the time, and there are 2 people that are invariably in there. I mean, they must just stay there all day.
They may look at you and go, man, this guy's in here all the time.
Yeah.
No, but I come and go. I come in there, I get my stuff, and I leave, usually. But I mean...
you don't use their free Wi-Fi is what you're saying.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But it's nice to have him there. I get it. It's kind of fun. But we did have. I did read you that story about this pub where these guys have been meeting for 56 straight years, which is just absolutely amazing, and just it's kind of sweet. But I mean, I hope you guys think that's as sweet as I do.
Yeah, I like that story.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And I got this letter. My dad and his bestie have spoken on the phone every Friday for 20 years since they retired from working together for 20 plus years.
That's very cool.
I love old man camaraderie.
Yeah, that's great.
Who do you think you'll be an old man camaraderie with? Mark? Do you think you and Mark will sit in a coffee shop in 20 years?
Yeah, probably.
I could see that happening. Yeah.
I got news for you. You're going to be looking around, I think.
Pat will be there.
I will hopefully be there.
You'll be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Pat will be in the old folks' home doing tunes.
No, I'm not going to a home. I'll be on the corner with my guitar.
Really?
Till the day I
A busker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be able to come visit me. It'll be a nice park setting.
Now, can you busk in a cemetery?
Yeah, there you go. Maybe come and busk at my grave.
Oh, my God.
I'm so glad we're talking about this.
We could.
You know how long we've been sitting here talking like this? How about that? Are you aware of any of your surroundings at any point? I love guys who've been sitting and talking together for 56 years.
And we've been doing it for 40.
Yeah. Certainly the same ballpark.
Right.
And you're completely oblivious to it.
And not just on Thursdays.
Yeah, every day.
Every day.
Don't you think it's sweet? Here's the
Why
other.
do you think they're sweet and you hate my guts? Why is that? I'm waiting.
I don't know. That's a good question. We could review that if you were allowed into my group.
There you go.
No, what's interesting about this to me is it's a bunch of guys. I'm sure the ladies. In other words, it's not husbands and wives. These groups. I know another guy who's an older dude, and he was telling me he has the same deal. Every Wednesday, these guys have breakfast.
Right.
But they have rules.
Of course they do.
The first 2 minutes, it's an open forum to talk about their ailments.
Oh.
After that, you're not allowed to talk about it.
What do they talk about?
Well, the other stuff,
Yeah,
probably. Glad they are that they're not sitting with their wives, stuff like that. I'm just guessing. A lot of sports
I'm
talk.
guessing the guy who came up with the rules part was the guy the equivalent of you in the group. I'm just guessing.
I don't know.
So much for random impromptu conversation.
I think it's a good rule, though.
We should have a rule.
Otherwise,
when we get together, we'll have a rule.
I mean,
Get to a
otherwise,
certain age, that's what a
when
lot of people
I sit
talk
down
about.
with Pat and I have to hear about his M4 vertebrae, whatever the hell it is. What is that thing you got?
In my life. What is it? Between the L5 and S1.
Okay, see, I'm already falling asleep.
Yeah, a lot of hardware back there. The front of the cage. L4 and 5.
I just think it's cool.
I got a follow-up to my question about you being wonderful, fascinated, and almost in love with these guys who are getting together after 56 years. How old do you think you are? I'm just asking.
No, but these guys are all retired. And, they're all...
I'll repeat my question.
Oh, yeah, I know.
How old do you think you are? You'd fit right in with these guys.
No, not quite. I got another decade.
Okay.
Is that right?
Before I get into the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have to be more than 80 to get in. And in any event, we can move forward from here. Coming up in today's show, as I mentioned, Al Jackson. And on tomorrow's show, very exciting, we're going to have Mike Birbiglia in here. Mike's got a great new show. I went up to Chicago to see him. And he's going to be, he's on tour. And Mike's going to be bringing a friend of his, Gary, who's an excellent comedian. Looking forward to meeting Gary again. And then... also tomorrow, Joe Theismann.
Wait a minute. You're not getting away with it.
Gary doesn't have a
What's
last name.
What's Gary's name?
It's just Gary?
You just saw him.
Well, he's an excellent comedian.
You got Gary's
What'd you say?
name? 'cause
You just
Tom
saw him in Chicago.
I did see him in Chicago.
Yeah, Gary was great, right?
Yeah.
Last name Cosby.
Gary Cosby.
Oh. Mike's bringing a guest, Gary something. He's forgotten.
He was trying to spin
Who
it.
is opening
He
for
was
Michael?
trying to just make a conversation. Of course, there's
You're not allowed to. You know the rules.
Steve,
You can't mention your ailments or the last name of the opening act.
Simmons. Gary Simons or Simmons?
Okay. Gary Simmons.
One of them.
Or Cosby. You may know him, Ace. Now, we have to review some of the things.
You are something else.
We have to learn. We learned on yesterday's show. Pat, remember I warned you, pasta. Can you please get your buddy in here?
He's here. He's in the room.
This is more of a question than yesterday. We learned that Ace Cosby's chair.
Oh, did you find it?
Ace is our engineer.
No, I'm working on some posters. Lost.
Oh, you're lost found. Yeah.
Pictures. Yeah.
You really haven't found it yet?
Have you seen this chair?
Have you seen this chair yet?
You haven't seen it.
How is it possible that someone removed your chair and you can't find it?
That chair is your chair. Maybe you slept on your butt wrong or something.
What was you said that when you sat down, what did you call it?
It was kind of uneven.
Yeah.
But how'd you describe the sensation? Your ass fit?
My ass has a certain fit.
Your ass has a certain fit?
There's no red dot, right? There's no red dot.
Like on my headphones.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your little secret? You put a red dot on everything?
That's good.
And that's not a red dot, it's orange.
These are the tools of his trade. And he,
every now and then we do their remotes and people need extra headphones.
Yeah, sure.
No, I get all this, and I understand having the right chair is very important.
His butt feel was
your butt feel. No,
I'm fine. Once those posters are up, I got a reward coming.
But do you have a photograph of the chair so we can
taking it today?
Well, how'd you take a picture of it? You don't have it.
Oh.
And I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I'll pass the idiot mantle over to Ace. Okay, let's see. Yesterday we talked a little bit about Christy's eyeballs. Christy had eye surgery.
Yes.
That's why you're wearing the cap, because your eyes are light sensitive. I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Let's see. I had a very busy day yesterday. Thank
Did you?
Yeah, parent-teacher conference.
Oh, how'd
and all
that
this
go?
stuff. Fine.
Was it for both girls or just one?
Just the one.
Okay.
I've already did the other one. They're both fine. Completely. By the way, completely different. You know this. You have two. Are your girls even mildly alike in any way?
Kind of, but no. I get what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah. You'll learn this, parents. Let's see now. We had we found out an update on the Paul George from the NBA does not want the media in the locker room. And a lot of players in various sports are hopping on board with this.
I don't think any reporter should be in any locker room.
I agree.
We've got press conferences down. We've got that whole thing and an area and stay out of the locker room. Yeah,
these guys need their privacy.
You don't need to be in my bathroom to talk to me. I'll come out. Right. I'll come out to the microphone.
The gents and
ladies. So confusing.
The gents and ladies that do this have deadlines and they need to get the story out. And
still No, they don't need to be in the locker room.
Well, you'll recall Paul George said that he actually, I think he was it in a Philadelphia locker room that he said someone was, one of the reporters allegedly was eyeballing.
This year was the Sixers locker room, and
someone was eyeballing. Yes,
and a guy was also looking at him, I guess.
Eyeballing penises, I believe is what he said. Doesn't that sound like an activity at a nudist camp instead of bobbing for apples?
You want to go eyeballing for penises?
Yeah. 4 o'clock, we're an eyeball for penises.
I'm breathing, ain't I? Let's do it.
As a female who did this very early on, it is. They don't care. They didn't care back in the day.
You've been in both you guys have been in locker rooms, Josh.
Yeah, and
I'd be interested to know what the stance is of the WNBA.
I can't imagine men being in there.
I'm Josh's cameraman, and we can go into the WNBA and
that's a great question.
And ask some questions. How about that, Josh? You in, Josh?
I mean, I think we would be as uncomfortable.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not.
It is uncomfortable.
You think I wanted to see Kenny King's penis in 1990? No, I didn't. But there it was.
Yep.
Or give or take a year. Yeah. Running back for the Raiders, giant hog. My God. Unbelievable. It was like a sea, the breadth and the width. And it just went on forever.
Okay, now, in any event, that was what Paul George, I don't know how that's going to play out because...
did it play out in the NFL? Isn't this where it started?
A chick had a story about it from the NFL over the summer.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, obviously the teams survive because they get publicity. So the teams, that's why I always hate it when certain athletes won't talk to the press, especially when they retire and then all of a sudden they become the press. You know who I'm talking about.
There was a big fight about that yesterday on one of the ESPN shows where Aaron Rodgers, everybody has pretty much just had it with Aaron Rodgers because one of the first things he said when he came out was like, hey, first thing we have to do to turn this thing around is stop listening to you guys. and he was talking to the media. And of course, well, what does Aaron do? Go on our buddy's Pat McAfee show once a week, and he's part of the media, more or less. So they were like, one of my new favorites is Dominique Foxworth. He's on Get Up with Greeny, and Aaron went on this rant about how you don't talk to the media, and Dominique was like, just stop throwing it to the guys in the other colored jerseys and throw some touchdowns, man. Okay, come on. Come on out on the field. Don't worry about it. Stop talking to us through the media that you say we're not supposed to be paying attention to. It was pretty good.
Yeah. So in any event, we'll see what happens with the locker room thing. Because it would be unfair if only men were allowed in a men's locker room. Similarly, in the WNBA, it wouldn't be fair if only women were allowed in the women's locker room.
Well, women are allowed in.
I know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
So access, but I get it from the perspective of the athletes.
And I don't know what do the reporters think they're missing out on not going into the locker room. I don't understand. Everything is made so. That's my point.
They want to get a fresh perspective on the game from the people.
I think you're going to get a better perspective outside of the locker room.
I think they think they're going to be buddies with these people.
That might have more to do with
serious.
This goes with my. Why are we talking to coaches during games?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm uncomfortable. Coach is uncomfortable.
Yes. Right.
I don't know if the reporter is uncomfortable. If they have blood, they're uncomfortable.
They don't have to be.
You know what makes me the most uncomfortable, and I've got a solution for this, is when they have the 4'11" lady reporter interviewing the 7'6" NBA guy. What they need to do is get those stilts that plaster workers have, the drywall guys. Mm-hmm. They have that way they could at least be in the same level instead of holding the mic like that.
You know that I used to have a guy that would follow me around with a folding chair, and I would stand on a folding chair. I'm not joking. That's exactly what I did.
But you're talking to the people. You're right, Chick. During the game, the coach is such a joke.
Uncomfortable. All right, you're down by 30. What are you going to do different in the second half?
Hard to watch.
We're going to try to play better, you idiot.
No joke.
I love it when how does it feel? How does it feel to be behind by 30?
And apparently,
it feels like a hot lead enema. How does it feel?
But with all the new money flying around, that's one of the things they want is the networks who don't know anything about covering sports other than let's make a pregame show as big as a small village and let's put they want more interviews with coaches and during the game minutes and
emotion and misspeaking get social media hits.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
The more in your face at the wrong times, the more of that stuff you're going to get.
Now, also on yesterday's show, we
all
had
of a sudden he's done with it.
No, you have more? Go ahead.
No, I think we should end on a salient point like the one I just made.
I'm taken aback by how crystallizing that point was. Just amazing. Where can we go from here? But change the subject.
Sometimes don't you get the feeling?
Oh yeah.
You haven't really spoken much in the conversation. Then you say something. And he goes, "Okay, we got to move on." It's just a weird thing.
You know, and the problem that vexes me is that he thinks he's really good at it.
I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry. I looked at the clock and I realized that. I'll explain how this works off the air.
What do you care about?
We had a song from what's the name of the guy again?
Luigi
Accusatore.
Apparently, I'm here already. Whoa.
So we're going to have to come back with Luigi Accusatore.
Oh, I'm going to wait.
But no, the salient point you were making was what again? Because I wasn't listening.
Is it too late to start?
I don't even remember.
Start over.
Is it too late to start a best of? Is that would that be poor form? Would be like 25 minutes behind, but ahead or whatever. Right. No, behind. I guess.
Ace, what is the reward for finding your chair? By the way, $5, $10.
Well, I've got these Menards receipts with money back. So.
Okay.
I have the rebate form.
A coupon.
Drag him into it.
Very good. Right now, I want to remind you about this. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy. Therapy can be so important, and BetterHelp is a way to get to therapy without having to drive across town and be in the office, et cetera, because BetterHelp is about doing the therapy online. Here's how it works. There's a questionnaire. You fill it out. You'll get matched up with one one of some 35,000 plus therapists that are participating in this program. You can, by the way, you can switch therapists anytime. No additional fee is involved there. And then the therapy itself is done online, so you can do it with the cameras on like you're doing a Zoom call, or you can do it like just a telephone call, or you can do it texting back and forth. It's up to you. But the key to this is it's about flexibility and about convenience, because you can do it in the privacy of wherever you happen to want to be when you do it, because you can do it on your smartphone, your laptop, et cetera, et cetera. So see what I'm talking about by visiting BetterHelp.com. And go to BetterHelp.com and put a /BT show there. That'll knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. And do yourself some good. Talk therapy can be extraordinarily helpful, and you can do it in a much easier manner thanks to BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp.com/BT show. Coming up, road rage and a little bit of a song from Luigi. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Like every other comedian ever, I, too, have recently broken up with my girlfriend.
So you had to let her go from the van.
I unchained her from the radiator.
Well, I guess that's over.
I broke up, my last girlfriend, I broke up via voicemail. Is that
really?
tacky?
That is kind of tacky.
Well, hear me out.
All right.
I didn't leave a message on her voicemail.
Oh.
I left it on the outgoing message on my voicemail.
All right. Hi, this is Brendan.
Exactly.
Leave a message.
It's less confrontational. If this is Susan, it's over.
All right.
Hit the bricks, Ugga-Mug.
But anybody else just leave your message?
Yeah, anybody else leave a message.
Don't forget your number. Did you start your message? Your message is important to me.
Unless it's Susan.
Did you say hit the bricks, Ugga-Mug?
Yeah, I called her Ugga-Mug. She's ugly. I was dating an ugly girl.
Well, somebody has to.
She was hard on the eyes.
Wow.
Ugga-Mug.
Ugga-Mug.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start calling you that. That'll be like my little pet name for you, Chrissy. Ugga-Mug.
Oh, well, that's not appropriate.
No, certainly not. I just think it's cute. Ugga-Mug.
Well, you could be mean to ugly girls because they don't have feelings. I saw that on the Discovery Channel.
That's what you were told, right?
Well, there you go.
I discovered that.
Hey, by the way,
we have something for the quotes page. Nicely done. Usually you don't make the quotes page in the first 10 minutes, but you just did.
She bought rocks one time from Pier 1 Imports. She bought a basket of rocks.
No kidding.
Sure. Decorate her coffee table with. Well, they had like words chiseled into them.
Oh, okay.
That's
They
weird.
said like joy and happiness and friendship. So like one night I just took a handful of those rocks and I drove around my neighborhood chucking them through people's windows.
Joy.
Like, here comes happiness. We were driving to the mall one time so she could buy some dumb stuff. And there was a car in front of us, and it had a bumper sticker that said, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter" on it. And she was all like, "My boss is a Jewish carpenter? What's that mean?" And I was like, think about it. Who's the most famous Jewish carpenter you can think of?
Right.
And I swear to God, she went, "I don't know, Geppetto." That totally happened for real in real life.
My wife listens to ASMR. I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is or stands for. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I don't know what that is either. It means whispering. That's all that is. Bob Ross, he's whispering. And he paints on the canvas and it's all scratchy. And he takes the paintbrush and dips it into the water and hits it on the easel to beat the devil out of it. And then sometimes Bob would have his squirrel in studio and the squirrel would be like, that's ASMR. I'm home from school, 3rd grade, just being like, I don't know why I'm so relaxed. But, Bob, you're doing it right today. That's what my wife listens to every single night. Her favorite lady, she's got 3-inch fingernails, and this Wolverine woman is always just click-clacking on things with their fingernails, typing on a keyboard, and out of nowhere she'll be like, I'm gonna eat a big pickle. And I'm like, I'm about to fall asleep right now. Turn this off, I'm driving.
You think you lost money in investing? My whole people lost money in investing. Bernie Madoff came along and set us back 10,000 years. I hate that guy so much. I hate Bernie Madoff so much. Not for what he did, because I don't care about the rich. I hope they lose their money. But no, for how he looked physically. Did he have to look so Jewish while he was doing that? He's already the image of a Jew that's in every redneck's paranoid mind's eye. Just some crook-nosed Jew on top of a pile of gold coins, swimming in it like Scrooge McDuck. Like, I'm gonna take the Gentiles' money. Like, I always trip out when I see somebody that so fully embodies a stereotype like Bernie Madoff did. Like, when you see a nerd who's actually wearing a pocket protector, like, they don't even make pocket protectors anymore. Believe me, I know. That guy had to go out and hand mold the plastic resin to fit into his nerdy little pocket. Or when you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off and you look into the car and it is, in fact, an Asian woman, you're like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? Are you seriously going to be Asian right now? There are people watching you. Have a little bit of self-respect and don't be Asian. Like, when I'm walking along and I see a quarter on the ground, I don't pick it up. It kills me not to, but I don't do it because there's people watching. There are people watching.
You don't want to reinforce the stereotype.
That's correct. You got
man.
keep it real.
Moshe Kasher is our guest.
I live in LA now. I live near Hollywood. I live across the street from a 99-cent store because comedy makes dreams come true.
Yes.
Yeah, they now sell a 99-cent pregnancy test. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah. How bad does one's life have to be? Like, how far down the socioeconomic ladder do you need to flop before the 99-cent pregnancy test seems like a viable health option? The 99-cent pregnancy test when you kinda have to know. So I bought one. Yeah.
Well, why not?
Just to see what would happen. I peed on the little stick.
And?
Turns out I have hepatitis C. I caught it from the test.
Wow, cool. Coming up, Monster Cash. What does that mean? It means $1,000 an hour. You could be like, let me see, here's the list. You could be like Tim Stewart of Hope, Indiana. There's hope for you to win $1,000. Starts at 9 o'clock this morning. Be listening for a keyword. Log it on to Q95.com. It's Monster Cash.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. That was Tom making scary noises. Hello, Tom.
Me enjoying them.
Yes. What the hell's going on?
I'm really tickled by his monster noises.
You like that?
As my mom would say, I'm tickled pink.
Oh, yeah.
My mom would always say that, too.
My mom said that, too. What did that even mean?
Pink is my
favorite color.
Tickling to your skin probably turns reddish.
I guess.
Pink like the sheets that we lay on. Pink like the color of a crayon.
Well done, Stephen.
Good job, Steve.
You nailed it.
And now Chuck McGee reads rock and roll music lyrics.
Crayon.
That is.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's fun.
I really do.
No, it is fun.
Right at the start, they come out and grab you by the neck. I love songs like that. It just starts out. Oh, yeah.
That is a good one.
That was exactly like it.
I just lost my train of thought. In fact, I lost the whole train. Where was? Oh, I know. We have a special guest in the studio. Coming up tomorrow, once again, it's going to be a special edition of the show. It'll be, let's see, Pat Free and Josh Free. They're going to be on their way to the beautiful, beautiful Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort, a special event tomorrow night with Patty G, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskey, and Josh Arnold. That's going to be so exciting. But in this studio, we'll have Mike Birbiglia sitting in with us. Willie G will be here. The one-eyed wonder over there, Christy Lee.
Yeah.
Fresh from her eye surgery.
Wow.
Now, we had a news story yesterday. Do you have that one over there, Christy, about the pasta thing?
Sure.
Have I offended you in some way?
Why is that?
We usually do.
I know. Well, no, it's because Josh got mad because he was trying to make some point, and then so I stopped and let him make the point again, which he forgot.
But you should understand that you can understand why I would think maybe sports has been canceled.
right.
You just haven't told me.
It is a lot, yeah.
I would understand that.
I mean, if we wiped the sports board clean with a dude wipe? But we're not.
Way to shoehorn that sponsor in, buddy.
Police in Florida arrested a man for battery with spaghetti, according to the arrest report.
Oh, this is totally worth it. Okay.
Police were called to a Largo residence for a domestic dispute that turned violent. The 40-year-old suspect, Mr. Markel Royale, and his wife reportedly
By the way,
arguing.
Doesn't the Markel Royale sound like the burger in Pulp Fiction?
What about quarter pounder with cheese? That's the Markel Royale.
Yeah. They apparently were fighting about his abuse of alcohol when he allegedly threw a bowl of spaghetti at her.
I know. This is so ugly and gross.
The 44-year-old victim was found covered in spaghetti sauce, and the man arrested and charged with enhanced felony battery.
Good.
Due to a prior battery conviction.
So I got thinking about this, and I thought, wait a minute, didn't we have another case? And I found it again, Florida. A man in Florida was arrested following a road rage incident that left another driver covered in pasta. According to the arrest report, the disagreement was over glaring headlights. The suspect, a 46-year-old Mr. Nolan Goines, and the victim were driving, and this was in St. Petersburg, Florida. According to the police report that I'm looking at here, the suspect, quote, threw pasta with sauce from the passenger side of his vehicle, striking the victim through his open window as he operated his vehicle. By the way, the 46-year-old was found with the same food stains on his right sleeve as was the target of the pasta pelting.
They made a point of saying pasta with sauce.
Yes, and in fact, the point, the with sauce is parenthetically placed in there, bracketed, so you know that it's what happened. So, we brought in our special guest from Italy, who's an expert on pasta.
You said spaghetti twice. I show up. You know, it's like a Beetlejuice.
You got our special introduction.
It's spaghetti time.
It's a spaghetti time. I love that. I love that. Now you have a song about this?
Yes, of course. And yesterday we guessed the rhyme. I did the verse, and then at the end of the verse, you all guessed the rhyme. So this should be pretty easy.
Okay, good.
All right, here we go.
Sometimes your sing-alongs get screwed up. Okay.
Yeah, that's the other guy. Don't judge me by his actions.
Well, but okay.
He threw the spaghetti. She's covered in sauce. He's gone to jail now, where his salad will be
tossed.
No, tasting like Pete Moss.
Oh.
It's jail.
Okay.
Salad is not good in jail.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Please,
All right.
get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay. Fine.
All right, I'll make it easier.
All right.
He got noodles in her new hairdo. He was so wasted when he threw the
ragu.
Pasta fajoule.
I was going to say fajoule.
Fajoule would have worked, but it's ragu.
Okay.
The way it is
How about Prego?
Does not rhyme with hairdo.
I'm getting advertisements on my computer for ragu now. I hope everyone's happy.
But I'm doing my job.
Okay.
She's pressing the charges. She's not being petty. It should be easy. And now her drunk husband is charged with throwing
noodles.
Spaghetti.
He's charged with assault and battery. It was in the story. Misdemeanor. Up to 1 year in jail, $5,000 fine. Oh, that was wonderful.
Spaghetti.
Yeah.
All right.
Throw the spaghetti.
Do you ever do the thing where you heave a chunk of spaghetti at the wall to see if it's cooked?
Yep, if it sticks.
You don't still do that, do you?
I've done it.
I just eat a strand.
Not necessary, yes.
Yeah.
I do eat a strand too. I have a great spaghetti cooker thing.
Okay.
What's now coming
A cooker thing?
A getter? A spaghetti
pot?
getter?
Spaghetti getter. Yeah, like a spoon that's got all these little.
Oh, it's got those flanges on it so you can pick it up.
The finger flanges?
Yeah.
The big secret to making spaghetti for a big crowd.
What is the big secret?
You're going to thank me for this.
He's ever done this?
No, I did it. I worked in a restaurant. A spaghetti restaurant.
Yeah.
Okay. And you cook the spaghetti like 90%.
Uh-huh.
And then you put it aside. You can put it in the refrigerator, whatever you want to do. And then when it's time to serve it, so that we got everything else ready, you just put it in boiling water for a short period of time. You shock it, and ta-da! It's nice and hot.
Ah.
See what I'm saying? That's great. Because you can't let it sit in that pot. It's going to keep cooking.
Right.
They do that at a lot of restaurants.
That's.
Well, of course they do, Ace. I didn't suggest that I invented it. Any chefs listening are A, irritated by your presence, and B, are thanking me, and they say,
you know what they're saying? That's not the only thing in your pasta, I'm guessing. Okay.
Well, we ordinarily would get to sports here, but we don't have time.
Well,
so,
at least it has not been canceled, correct?
Yes, sports.
I have your word.
Sports has not been canceled.
Okay, good.
Coming up, by the way, we do have our Shoe of the Week picks, starring Chick McGee, our sportsman over there, from the Dude Wipe Sports
I am
Desk.
the sportsman.
Yes. And we will be picking against Eric Stewart from LaBelle, Missouri.
Sure.
What does LaBelle mean?
The Bell.
Okay, good. Lady Bell, right?
I don't think so.
No.
It might be the feminine, yeah.
Okay. He's going to be picking against the Chickster. If you want to pick against the Chickster next week, we'll try out our pigskin picks competition. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. You could win that Steven Singer Jewelers gift certificate. We do one every week. Do it right now. Pick all the games for next week. You don't even have to go against the spread. Have some fun. The games begin officially for Week 8 this evening. We're coming back with a sports update and other delights, including more slang terms for the naughty parts. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
What are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
They're for your shoes. Gah.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
Hello there, it's Ed from Ed Septic and Sewage. I'm here at this poor SOB's house. He got quoted $20,000 for a new system. I'm doing that same system for him, $500. I know what you're thinking, Ed, how can you do it so cheap? Well, first of all, this machine, stolen. That saves me a ton of money. Secondly, I'm not licensed or bonded. That saves me tens of thousands of dollars a year. So if you need a cheap septic, call me, Ed Septic. When things get hectic, call Ed Septic at the number below. From Ed Septic.
Hi, Tom here, along with comedian Ryan Singer, and we've been talking about Ryan's car, which has got, I believe, 298,000 miles on it. And this is a beautiful machine. It's obviously taken him all across the country many times. And Ryan would like to sell it, so I'm going to try to help him do that. I've not tried the car yet, but let's give it a quick review.
Let's check it out.
Now, what year is this?
99. The driver's side handle's broken off, so you either can go in through the back seat or
Wait a minute. I think I can get it.
You want me to open it?
Wait a minute. You have to open it from the inside,
Okay,
I think.
so yeah.
But
As long as you have a friend with you most of the time, you
no
can
problem. I'm
just have them open the door for you.
Kind of warm today here. Does this thing have AC?
Yeah, AC works.
Nice.
And
Nice.
maybe I'll take that out so it stops beeping unless you want to crank it up. And there's a CB. I don't have it hooked up yet, but
you got a CB. Nice.
There's a CB radio. This you can see.
CB, the original social network.
You can see.
What's your CB handle again?
Monster Hunter.
Monster
So
Hunter.
if we're ever in the same 3 to 5 mile radius at the exact same time, maybe we'll chat on channel 19. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is a test. Monster Hunter testing the CB. I'm getting a lot of action right now. Well, does the CB come with the car?
CB comes with the car. Not a lot of drivers around chatting right now. That's the problem.
Freeway's only about 300 yards that way. I think there'd be quite a lot of action.
Yeah, they're probably it's probably a slow day out there, you know.
Okay.
The radio does work, CD player, as you can see. That was a CD right
Nice.
there.
That's nice.
You know, Captain Beefheart is in there right now.
Oh, wow, that's sophisticated.
Yeah, and so it's got an auxiliary plug for an iPhone or a Android or something like that.
Did you install this radio? This is aftermarket?
Yeah, I installed the radio and the CB because the factory stopped working. Glove box opens and locks. There's a GPS. Hey, I'll even throw that GPS in there. It's a Garmin.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Now, can we get a shot of the actual dashboard to see the mileage?
Oh, yeah, let's see what we're at. That's
297, 870 miles.
So by the end of next week after the tour, I'll be over 280, 298.
Wow, so this is about to approach 300,000 miles. Motor sounds great. And this is a 99. 99. This is a Camry
LE.
A Camry LE.
Four-cylinder.
Four-cylinder, four-door. Okay, well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
Okay.
Once again, we're taking a tour of this beautiful 99 Camry, 298,000 miles on it. Let's head back here. Nice, it's got the electric window thing to keep the ice off the back window.
Gas door. Nope.
Good looking trunk.
Yeah, trunk's got
a lot of trunk space
no,
in here.
Yeah. Oh, we don't need.
Oh, here. Jesus.
We don't need. Trunk's got lots of room. Lots of room. Everything that comes in the trunk comes with the car. That's the deal. You know, it's you know, that's a weird. It's a weird tick on the engine. Yeah,
okay,
you need to turn that.
That's Ryan Singer's car. Now, if you'd like to make an offer on that, how does this work, Ryan?
They can reach me on my website, ryansingercomedy.com, or email ryansingercomedy@gmail.com. Make me an offer. I'll take the best offer I can get.
And this is for real. This car is for sale, and it comes with everything in it, except probably the chick you had locked in the trunk.
Yeah, or the luggage. The luggage in the trunk.
I'm watching the dating game.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And here they are. From Columbus, Ohio. He's an inveterate masturbator.
What?
He's trying to grow a beard and thinking of a radio name. It's Chuck Michaels.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody.
Okay.
Wasn't this for T-Berry gum or something? Didn't they use that?
They may
T-Berry
have.
Shuffle.
Now,
right?
was that indeed the dating game, or was
that
the
newlywed game? The lonely. No, the lonely.
It sounded
Bulls? No,
like
what
one
was
of
the
them.
dating
I don't
game?
know.
There. Is this it? Yeah, this is the dating game. And here they are. He's an obsessive compulsive from Midwestern United States. He likes collecting things and telling people what to do.
Putting
Ladies and
children
gentlemen,
and dogs.
They love shiny objects.
and he's just now.
He's a member of the Black Panther Party.
I didn't expect that one coming.
He didn't. And a confirmed bachelor. All right, now here they
He's
are.
fathered 9 children.
Starting at 9 o'clock, we'll do it 9 to 5, $1,000 an hour in Q95 Monster Cash. So pay close attention. It's scary.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. Hey. Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey.
Now, some of the fellas leaving a little bit early.
I'm Chick McGee from the Dude Wipes Sports Desk, and here's Tom.
We're going to have to kick out Godwin. And let's see, who else is leaving? Oh, Mr. Jeff Oskey's taking off. And Josh Arnold will be leaving because they're going to be heading to South Dakota, Sioux Falls to be precise, To be more precise, actually, Larchwood, Iowa, at the big show tomorrow night, Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. Pat Godwin, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskey, and Josh Arnold will be your host on stage. But Josh is leaving his car here, and I just said, would you mind leaving me your keys? And then you said...
I said, sure, yeah, but I want to warn you, my dashboard is currently embarrassingly dusty.
So I have a hack for you, if you will.
All right.
That's the term.
Yeah?
To clean your car. That's something I've discovered recently.
Okay.
Okay, what you do is you take your car out in your driveway.
Okay. All right.
Okay, you open all the doors.
Yeah.
Okay, and then do you have a hatchback?
Yes.
You open the hatchback.
Mm-hmm.
You remove everything from the car.
Yeah.
Okay, all your stuff.
Right.
Then you take your leaf blower and then you
What?
Yeah, I do this all the time.
This is the equivalent of him having that can of air when he blows his keyboard
Why don't you
over
just
there.
use a vacuum?
Because there's stuff under the seats.
Yeah.
And you can blow everything out.
Okay.
So you just blow everything out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, you're going to...
Right out there in your driveway.
Well, and then you go sweep the driveway.
You don't sweep the driveway.
Because
sweep the driveway.
Yeah, so now you got to do double work.
Two tasks.
Yeah.
Just take the vacuum cleaner in the car.
Right.
I'm just saying, it's a great thing. And then you go...
And then you got to mow the yard because there's stuff in the yard.
Yeah.
And then...
You got to rake it.
Cups and French fries.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. See, there's stuff under the seats. I'm not speculating what's under your seats. I imagine there might be a Taco Bell wrapper or 5, some errant onion rings or whatever. But then you get rid of all the junk in your car.
All
You
right.
seriously do that?
I do it all the time. I do it every weekend.
I'm not going to do that. But I do appreciate
Right. Because they make, I don't know how many bazillion different car vacs.
Right.
Just for that.
But they can't get the vac underneath to get that stuff under the seats. This is a great...
Well, they make tiny little nozzles. You'd be surprised.
My car's pretty clean, but for the dust on the...
And then some of the car washes have those places, they have those little pneumatic thing that give the... those are great. Those work too. You get the dashboard, get some of the dust off, then wipe it down. But you got to open the whole thing up, otherwise the dust accumulates.
Yeah, I would
Of course,
think so.
it'll
Yeah,
just
you don't
spin
want
around inside.
Yeah. And you don't want to do it in your garage, then you just get all the junk in the garage.
Now, do you clean your home the same way? Just walk inside with a leaf blower?
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Well, see, you're going to laugh.
Yeah.
Duct tapes the lamps.
You're going to laugh, but it's true that, no, the dog room, which is the laundry room, there's a washer and a dryer and like a little mini closet, and then the dogs are in there.
And I'm guessing there's a door that leads to the garage or the outside.
There's a door that leads to the outside.
Okay.
So what you do is you bring in the big floor fan, and you turn that on, so it's pointing toward the door, so the air is going to be exiting.
All right.
Then you take the leaf blower and you blow everything. I do it all the time.
Okay.
And there's a lot of dog hair, but if you use my system, where you've got the big
it's outside.
It's in your yard.
Yeah.
I would think sweeping would be fine.
I would think.
No.
Maybe one of those little handheld.
The dander and stuff kind of floats around. It's a good system.
Okay.
And I'm actually looking into getting
It's a good system.
I'm looking into getting a more powerful leaf blower.
What does your
I want to get one of those.
significant other think of your system?
She must.
Well, there are problems with that.
She must hate that.
I got in trouble the other day because I
There are problems.
Of course there are.
I wanted to buy. Do you guys know the names of the plastic tips on your shoelaces?
I forget.
Oh, yeah. It's like agate or something.
Yeah.
Aglet, I believe it is.
Or something.
Well, yeah.
I wanted to replace some of those because, as you know, I have a puppy.
Yeah.
And the puppy will chew on the shoelaces.
I get it.
And
So there's nothing wrong with the lace.
No, but the aglets are
Those are
chewed
satisfying
off.
to chew on if you've ever owned a hoodie with those.
Yeah.
So I wanted to buy some aglets, so I went online, and this is quite interesting. You can buy them by the thousands.
I would think that. I would almost guess that's the only way to buy them.
Yeah, I would think the people who manufacture those, if they don't sell them by the
I assume you're a cobbler of some.
But they're mostly metal, and you have to have this crimping device.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And I didn't want to do that, so I Googled what's the best way to do this.
Okay.
And there's a thing, and I bought.
It doesn't involve a leaf blower, does it?
Close.
Said go to the store and buy shoelaces.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to do that because how am I going to get I can't get the color to match. For example, these blue shoes I've got on. And the aglets are all chewy on this other one. In any event.
Don't you have a shoe guy?
Yeah, we do have a shoe guy.
I got a shoe from Leather Shoes. Yes, I do. Great guy.
Great
So
guy.
he has no aglets?
I bet he does.
He has aglets.
But how do you crimp them?
He does.
He's got a crimper.
You give him a buck or two.
I'm a handyman when it comes to
I'm
this
guessing
stuff.
the ones you want are somehow you heat them up and they shrink to the legs.
Exactly. So what you get is this rubber tubing stuff.
I feel like I'm talking down a guy at an insane asylum.
And I bought. It's so cool, Josh. It's this kit. And they have these things the size of matchsticks, and you slip them over the existing aglet, or if it's chewed up, you cut it off, and then you put in. And then there's a tiny little heating device.
Well, how about that? A whole aglet.
3 hours later, you have a new shoelace.
Wow.
Yeah.
All for the cost of $72.
That's right. It only costs you more than the shoe.
The kit was like $20, and then you have a hoodie that has a chewy, a frayed thingy. A strand.
Are you going around your house?
Lace, you wordmeister, you? Lace?
That really is an item for a part-time cobbler. That is somebody who has an Etsy store.
Yes.
That's making.
So I told Kelly this because the package. I usually get my packages delivered somewhere else.
Of course you do.
Because I don't like answering questions.
I don't blame you. Yeah.
So she goes, "What's this thing?" Because while they were gone last week, I had it delivered, but it was on my desk. What's this thing? And I said, "Oh, this is my thing, my little machine, so I can replace the aglets." Then I said, "Do you have any aglets that need to be replaced?" And she goes, "If I did, I wouldn't tell you. Put that away." She has absolutely no interest in
one sane person in that house to leave.
Yeah.
It's a great system, though. Anybody, if anyone wants to bring in some shoelaces,
did you use it?
I haven't had time. No, I may have to stop at our cobbler's place.
So you haven't even used it, so you don't know if it's a great system.
I saw it online. I've watched the video on YouTube. It's great.
Okay.
I just about can't stand it.
I'll try to use it
I
this
want
afternoon.
you to open up like sort of like a lemonade stand in your neighborhood, and you sit out there at a table with that kit, aglet repair.
That's right.
5 cents.
Yeah.
At 5 cents, you might make some money. I think the aglets are like they're like 20 for a
I think
dime.
you can charge $5.
They all have dogs too in the neighborhood. You might make a buck.
Oh my goodness.
And I always feel bad for the shoe shine guy at the airport.
Oh, here we go.
Because nobody's wearing leather shoes anymore. So when I do wear leather shoes, I always go there and get a quick shine.
Really.
See, I always feel bad when they have to shine somebody's shoes. You feel bad when they're just sitting there. That's when I go,
Well, how are they making money if they're just
They want to make money.
I mean, come on.
Do they?
Yeah, sure. I always tip very heavily.
I'm sure. I know you do. Yes,
But yeah.
About can't stand it.
In fact, last time I did, I think I took a photograph of the guy shining my shoes and sent it to you guys.
You did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
And those shoes look great.
Yeah, your brown
By the way,
shoes.
do a nice job. And that guy, he puts on rubber gloves so he can he just really rub that stuff in. That's great.
I think Kelly hates those.
Are these
shoes
Buster
too, doesn't
Brown's
she?
new?
Yeah, she does hate those shoes. And she was with me when I picked him out, and I always point that out. And she just doesn't do any good. Don't you think it's only fair if you're with your significant other and you go, "Do you like this shirt?" Yeah, get that one. Then you get it, and then she goes, "You're going to wear that?"
Yeah, that isn't fair.
And I went, "You were there when I bought it."
Yeah,
that is kind of bad.
Well, I go, "This is a Sid Mashburn." She goes, "I don't care about Sid Mashburn."
Who's Sid Mashburn?
Who knows?
The guy that
Some guy who sells shirts on the corner.
Sid is a fine designer.
There's a lemonade stand, and there's Sid's, and then
hey, Sid.
an aglet repair. And then
This is a Peter Millar. I don't care. It's unbelievable. So anyway, I guess we're going to have to do sports later.
You know what? It's good to know, though. If we ever need an aglet repaired, we've got a guy now.
Yeah, I almost bought the kit.
Now you have a
I almost bought
friend in
the
the
kit
aglet
with the crimper. I almost bought that.
Yeah.
This is much more efficient.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can.
Is really something.
Yeah, got a little machine. Probably set the house on fire. don't leave on your aglet heater. But it comes with it's the kit has like all different sizes of these little tubes, Josh.
Yeah.
So I could do a big thick lace.
Okay.
Or almost a rope. Okay. Well, coming up in sports. Want to give me the teaser?
the NBA, we have full swing. We had the opening night. What was it? Tuesday night. Last night, everybody played, including the brand new Intuit Center, Steve Ballmer's dream for the Los Angeles Clippers. That opened yesterday, and apparently it's fantastic. It's unbelievable. They have something called the Wall where the fans are there. It's just nuts. Chiefs and the Titans make a trade. Bryce Young could be a starter this weekend, and Tua was on the practice field yesterday. So we will We'll chase all those leads down coming back.
Well, right now it's time to talk about feeling safe and secure in your life with our friends at Simply Safe.
Simply Safe, the home security system, old school home security systems, not Simply Safe. Only act once someone is already inside your home. That's too late. Simply Safe Home Security, changing that. Their new Active Guard outdoor protection, the only home security designed to prevent crimes before they happen. With Active Guard, Simply Safe's 24/7 monitoring agents keep a close watch over your property and actually stop crimes before they happen. Cameras use advanced AI to tell the difference between friendly faces and potential threats, and agents can talk directly to the intruder before they even get close to your home. They sound a loud siren, flash lights, even alert the police. Other systems only react after a break-in. Simply Safe combines live monitoring and proactive protection both outside and inside your home. That's why I trust Simply Safe and want you to have the same peace of mind that I have. Protect your home with 50% off a new Simply Safe system, plus a free indoor security camera. Half off when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Now, Josh, do you have any shoelaces that are too long for the shoes?
I do.
And you have to do those giant bows to keep them from... See, with my system, you take your laces, you trim them to the proper length, then you put on the brand new fresh aglet.
You and I have a lot to talk about.
Okay.
So I've got a few pair like
Bring him in tomorrow. We'll do it on the...
All right.
He won't be here.
Oh, we'll do it Monday. I'll get the machine. You're welcome. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I saw a billboard recently too that was kind of a billboard for a hospital, and then there was a picture of a smiling woman, and the caption read, "They didn't treat me like doctors, they treated me like friends." Like, well, that's great for her. I mean, she must have really good friends.
Yeah.
Me, when I have to go to the hospital, I want my doctors to treat me like doctors. Okay?
Sure.
To hell with my friends.
Yeah.
My friends don't know how to treat me.
Yeah.
I had sunburn once. You know what my friends did? They slapped it.
Yeah.
Sure.
When I told them it hurt, they just slapped it harder and more frequently.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
I want doctors who are going to properly diagnose my condition, not my friends who are going to tell me I have a fatal case of the queers.
Yeah.
I want doctors, all right?
Yeah.
Doctors who are going to bring me medicine, not beer that's been kind of peed in.
Yeah.
I want doctors who are going to provide me with proper treatment.
What? You need new friends, pal.
Yeah, really.
What's this peeing in the beer routine?
Doctors who are going to provide me with proper treatment, not my friends who are going to shoot me with Roman candles as I struggle to get out of a hammock.
It's always funny on YouTube. Always funny.
When do you not struggle to get out of a hammock? I mean, is there an elegant way to get out of a hammock?
No, there isn't. No.
Especially when you're being pelted with Roman candles that are lit.
You gotta love that.
You do need better friends.
Yeah.
And you're weighing in at what, about 2 1/4?
Oh, you're very generous.
Yeah.
That's very kind.
About 245.
245, getting out of a hammock with Roman candles.
No, yeah,
I'd watch.
Yeah, I'm in.
People did.
Yeah,
I'm in.
Wow.
Don't you bottom out on a hammock?
Hey, come on. Poor Josh.
Josh, we made you sit in the green room all morning.
Isn't that considered a picnic blanket at that point?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, hi. We're hanging out with comedian Ron Ramey. Chick McGee doing double duty. Chick's trying anything else?
What's the most dangerous thing about starting a new relationship with a girl, fellas? That's right. What kind of pet does she have?
Oh. I was going to say, finding out she's a psycho.
And what does it mean about her?
Well,
maybe depending on the kind of pet, you can tell she's a psycho right away.
This is from holytaco.com. If she has a big dog, what she thinks it says about her. I'm not like those other girls with their tiny yappy dogs. I'm a strong, confident, independent woman who's making it in a man's world.
I see.
What it really says.
I love big dogs, though.
What it really says about her is a big dog says, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. Really? What the pet is thinking is, please stop using me as a body pillow and grinding on me in the middle of the night.
Oh, Oh, you took a perfectly good story. There's no grinding.
No grinding?
A small dog.
Okay.
What she thinks it says. I'm not just adorable. I'm really adorable. I'm so adorable that I have a living accessory. All the cool people are doing it. I'm just like a famous celebrity. What it really says, I want to be exactly like Paris. So if you're looking for a stupid, annoying, talentless woman like Paris Hilton with a little dog, I'm your girl.
Really?
Well, maybe it says, I like a little dog.
What does the pet think?
What the pet thinks is, if that purse she carries me in is full of used condoms again today, I'm going to bite her.
I miss my ex-wife.
This is a mean website.
Here's a cat. What if she owns a cat? What she thinks it says, I'm responsible enough to care for another living creature, but I don't want to have to pay a lot of attention to it. That's why I have an animal that I could potentially leave alone for a few days, and it would be just fine. What it really says, having a cat, I don't like having guys spend the night at my house, so I adopted one of nature's ninjas to scare off any non-regular visitors using a razor-sharp pounce attack in the middle of the night.
Ouch.
What the cat is thinking, come on, dude, that I'm not familiar with, show me something dangly. I dare you. What she thinks it says, owning a fish. Fish tanks are sexy. I know this is just a small bowl, but it still oozes sex. This fish depends on me, and if it lives past the first day, people are going to know that I'm responsible enough to take care of another life. What it really says, one time I had sex with a biker in the parking lot of a county fair, and he spent $26 winning me this goldfish to remember him by. I forget his name, but I call the fish Nemo.
Okay.
What the pet is thinking, that whore hasn't fed me in 6 days. My water looks and smells like a sewer. And finally, a parrot, what she thinks it says, I enjoy having a pet that's interesting and intelligent. I am an exotic person, so I have a pet that reflects my personality. What it really says, if you own a parrot and you're a girl, my grandpa died recently. He was known locally as the crazy bird guy. So he left me this temperamental, awful bird to remember him by. What the parrot is thinking, squawk, F you, F you. Top Show, Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold here.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Good. Already getting mail. People say that my car cleaning hack is brilliant.
Do they?
Once again,
Everybody's saying what you're using on your, what is those, aglets?
on your shoelaces. Yeah.
Just heat shrink. You can buy it at the hardware store for $2. Use a blow dryer.
I don't have a blow dryer.
No, but you got an aglet kit. You're all set.
Yeah, you don't need anything.
Kelly has a blow dryer.
Kelly has a blow
I'm not
dryer,
allowed
I'm
to touch
sure.
that thing. Are you kidding?
Oh,
No, I
really?
wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch
But
that.
what's your car cleaning hack again?
My car cleaning hack is you take your car outside. You open up all the doors. Take a leaf blower and blow all the dust out of it and all the stuff under the seats and the gum wrappers and all the stuff. You take a broom, clean your yard. It's easy as pie.
All right.
If it blows in the grass, take a rake. This is brilliant.
And people are writing in saying, hey,
yes,
I too have done this, or I will do
no,
this?
I have too have done this.
Okay.
Right, Jason? I just got the thumbs up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great move.
Jason's done this too?
Yes, and I am about to upgrade. I'm going to get a bigger leaf blower.
You mean a more powerful leaf blower?
Do you have a gas-powered leaf blower?
No, I have an electric one, but
gas.
it's battery.
Right.
And it works for about 5 minutes, then it peters out. But
5 minutes.
They have the.
I think it works longer than that.
Not mine. They have the. I didn't get a good one. I've just been told the what is the Echo brand is the one to get. I've been told.
Ego. That's what I have.
Is that the backpack one?
No.
No, those are the gas ones, aren't they?
Typically.
I may have to go gas.
They make one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Jason's saying that they do make a battery-powered backpack one. I do not have the backpack one, and it's quite powerful.
Because I want the big one.
Oh, okay. Tom, do not get the backpack one.
Why?
They burst into flames.
You'll hurt yourself.
Well, not always. I shouldn't just say that. But we've had stories where they burst into flames.
Really?
The gasoline-powered ones, yeah.
Because I do like to when I grill out, I'll take the leaf blower. You hit the charcoal with it.
What?
What?
Absolutely.
Oh my God!
You get the charcoal
And
started.
you have embers flying all over your yard.
That's how forest fires begin.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
You're going to get kicked out of your neighborhood.
I think we're all glad that you live in the more or less moist Midwest.
Radio star burns down neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, in any event.
Tom Ted from Northeast Michigan
gonna
writes
happen.
in, Tom is absolutely right about car cleaning. I've been cleaning all my big rigs and heavy equipment with compressed shop air for years.
All right.
10 times faster than any vacuum.
Now doesn't that all,
air, yeah.
that's, and big heavy equipment and compressed air, of course.
But
That's
see,
all.
this discussion started because I asked if I could borrow your car.
Right, yeah, you can.
And you said, well, the dashboard's filthy and full of dust.
Why do you want to borrow
Right,
everybody's
right.
car?
Why do you want
have
his
a car.
I got to take it to the shop. The point is, Josh, I'm just saying, if you take your car,
Yeah.
you could at least get the top layer of dust off with a leaf blower.
I would rather just dust. I feel like blowing the dust around, and I also feel like having my car wide open with a leaf blower is going to blow dust into it as well.
I keep a microfiber cloth in my console. Just wipe it off.
I have trouble touching microfiber.
Yeah, I know, I do
It's the
too.
worst feeling fabric
I
on
agree.
the planet.
I agree, but it works.
Yeah, that is. Also, I have a bunch of tiny pieces of fishing line all over my hatchback area because I will change bait. I'll change lures while I'm shore fishing in the back of my car. So I don't want that to blow around in the yard and stuff like that.
So it's just lying there?
Yeah, just little pieces that I pick up whenever I see
Does your car smell like fish?
Some days. On a good day.
On a good day.
I know a good detailer. I'll have my detailer come over and take care of your car. But that's not my other. I did another great hack.
Oh, what's that?
This is a good tip for you, by the way.
God.
You're going to like this.
All right.
Just cutting the socks off with the tips?
No, this is different. I have this ice machine at my house.
You hate it.
And I hate crushed ice.
Right.
I'd like to see it made illegal, but and hey, now you can have ice that starts to water down your drink immediately.
Many love it, but
yeah, I know.
okay.
Well, someone in my house loves it, and
there you go.
Therefore, we have it. The point is,
they're happy, and that makes you happy.
So this ice machine is pretty big. It's like 2 feet by. It's a big cube thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's very heavy, and it's got a built-in drain.
Yeah.
And it drains down through the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the drain clogged up. So I went online, and there's this, and there's this, so there's this company you call, and it's like called something like Ask a Pro or something. Have you heard about these things?
Yes. Yeah.
And so there's actually a life lesson here. So I signed up for this thing.
Okay.
And then you text them and you get someone and they tell you go back and forth. Hey, I have this kind of machine. What do I do?
Right.
And essentially the advice I was given was call a repairman. Not especially helpful.
No, that isn't.
And then I also noticed that I kept getting billed monthly for this service. I didn't realize I had signed up for anytime you have a problem, call.
Oh, yeah.
And the first problem I had, they didn't help. So I undid that one. And so I urge you to be very careful if you sign up for one of those things. So I paid like $50 3 months in a row for nothing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. But and then I thought maybe I can remount this drain. So I went online.
That sounds like a great idea, doesn't it?
And I bought it because the drain's like as thick as a little thicker than a straw.
Okay,
it's about this thick. Mm-hmm. So I went online. You know what you can buy?
What's that?
A 6-foot drain reamer.
Oh, sure. Yeah, good.
Yeah,
sure. You got one of those?
I did.
And you reamed the drain?
And it worked.
Yeah. He now has Legionnaire disease, but it still works.
But the drain's it's unclogged.
The drain worked.
They have a drain reamer that's that narrow?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Does it wind?
No, it's just a big. It's just this big long stick, or a flexible stick. It was great.
I would think a wind because they make winding ones that are easy to store. Huh. All right.
Oh yeah, I put it into a big loop. It's in a baggie now. But I was so proud of myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I spent like $200 for this to get terrible advice, and I bought this thing for $3 and did it myself.
Those are handy.
Is your handyman on vacation?
No.
No, he wasn't. You know that Ace? I should have asked him. I bet he was.
Michael's very smart.
Sometimes you like being your own handyman.
Yeah, I was very proud of myself.
Yeah, good.
Several $100s, and I didn't have to call a repair guy to come over.
Right.
And I have a follow-up question. Is the car wash closed?
No. So there we go. I'm sorry. Is it time for sports?
Yes, it is time for sports. Tom, are you ready? The NBA started last night. Kevin Durant had 25. Bradley Beal, Mr. Beal, had 24. And the Phoenix Suns beat the Clippers 116-113 in overtime last night, spoiling the Los Angeles Intuit Dome debut and the opener for both teams. No longer do the Clippers and Lakers play in the same arena. The Lakers play downtown, and now the Clippers play in Inglewood. I think we had some video of Ballmer at the arena last night. He's sitting in the wall and making people go crazy. That, of course, is Ballmer screaming and yelling. Wow. There's a gentleman talking is why we can't hear the audio. Someone's introing the NBA on TNT, I believe, or something like that.
Oh, okay. But he's really having a blast.
It is quite
crazy.
Experience.
And he's written some big checks. He's got money.
He paid for the paid for the arena.
Oh,
he's a mega billionaire.
It wasn't tax anything of that. He picked up the tab. A person familiar with the situation, not me. The Kansas City Chiefs are in the process of acquiring 3-time All-Pro wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins from the Tennessee Titans. Bryce Young will start Sunday at quarterback for the Panthers against the Broncos in Charlotte after Andy Dalton sprained his thumb on his right throwing hand during a car crash in Charlotte.
Oh, man.
What do you think of that? Everybody's fine, but he hurt his thumb and he can't throw the football. There you go.
What if he was gripping the steering wheel?
I don't know. I'm not sure how that happened.
I wonder if he was holding a drink and he didn't want to drop it and he squeezed it too tight.
It's all speculation at this point.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Washington Commanders, Washington football team rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels missed practice because of that rib injury. His status for Sunday against the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams is uncertain. He's listed as week to week by Coach Dan Quinn. And Tua Tagovailoa practiced yesterday for the first time since suffering a concussion in week 2. And the Dolphins are aiming for him to start Sunday against Arizona. We'll see how that goes. And
when asked how he is feeling, he said, birds go tweet. So they're still thinking maybe some...
And he's not going to wear the protective guardian cap. He's said, no, thank you. He's just going to wear his helmet.
Okay.
And it's certainly up to him.
Does that block your vision in any way? Is there any
No.
Is there any reason not to wear one?
Oh, it's just personal choice. I don't, and I don't think they can make you do it. So
it's his prerogative. Dude.
Bobby Brown told us that.
Yeah, I did.
My prerogative. Is there an argument that once you've had a serious head injury, maybe you're not making great decisions?
You are, as usual, causing a problem.
Okay, sorry.
And this is fun over here, remember?
Okay,
Not real
sorry.
sports.
Okay,
this
sorry.
is all make-believe
Okay,
over
sorry.
here.
Sorry.
This is the land of candy canes, and cotton candy, and
cotton canes.
Shohei Ohtani got that out, 50th home run ball.
Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Hey, Ohtani.
I'm telling you, this has got legs.
It's really catching on.
Thank you, Pat. A home run ball sold at auction for nearly $4.4 million.
That's it?
Amid the ongoing dispute over its ownership. If you buy something and you don't know who owns it, who do you give the money to?
That's what I want to know.
I assume they'll hold it in escrow of some way.
The first player to 50 home runs, 50 steal 50 bases. Happened on September 19th. Dodgers and the Marlins. Golden Auctions with an IN put the ball up for sale 8 days later and closed just after midnight on Wednesday. The auction overshadowed by litigation over ownership of the ball. Christian Zajac walked out of Miami's loan department park with the ball when the home run was hit, but Max Mattis and Joseph Davidoff each claim separate lawsuits that they grabbed the ball first and it belongs to them.
Whoever walks out of the stadium, I'm starting to think. You fight for that ball.
How are they going to?
I don't know, man.
And this is the so-called 50-50 ball?
Yes.
What do you think you do? Split it between the three guys? How do they prove that they have the ball?
No, you cut the ball in thirds and give each one a third.
You know what? I'm against that. I don't want the ball anymore. You give it to whoever.
Then Josh is the rightful owner because he doesn't want them to see the ball hurt.
Yeah! Look at you.
And scene.
Honestly, I do think I would have, when the LA Dodgers, is that who it was?
Yeah.
Offered me $300,000 for it, I would have taken that deal because I would have liked for Shohei Ohtani to have it.
Yeah.
But these other two guys claim that they had, at some point had it. This guy grabbed it out of
Yes, we know what the situation is.
but
We're trying to.
You asked what I would do.
Wouldn't you divide the money by 3 then?
Oh, no, not necessarily. I don't know if these guys' claims are
Who had
valid.
possession of the ball? That's the guy who owns the ball. Right?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I think the girl's right.
Yes.
Balls hit hands and bounce
9/10
out,
of the law
and they fall out.
You ever know a guy with 50-50 ball?
50-50
yeah. My cousin Mark had a skateboard accident. We used to call him 50 ball because the one was missing.
That's not true.
50% ball. You never met Mark.
You never saw Mark Newton.
Maybe give them an NFT ball. Would that solve the problem? I'm sorry. Back to the sports.
Everybody wants the money.
I've never watched this show, so jump in when you want to. Former Malcolm in the Middle star Frankie Muniz
Yes.
is set to continue his NASCAR career with a full-time ride in the Truck Series.
Yeah,
for
I think he's
2025.
sorry.
This isn't the major leagues of trucks. This is like the third tier of this, like a AAA of trucks or something. Muniz will make the jump from part-time racer to full slate in the number 3 Ford by Riom Brothers Racing. Not sure how you say that. He made 2 starts this season in the Truck Series. He made 2 starts. The 38-year-old is scheduled to compete in the Truck Series this weekend at Homestead. So he's now.
I've heard he's legit.
Yeah.
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 He's race car driver size, that's for sure.
He's a little guy. Yeah.
I loved that show.
I did too.
Yeah.
It really reminded me of. I mean, it's 4 boys and parents in a low income house. I mean, it reminded me of my life.
Yeah.
There was so much that was very relatable.
I like the really cool spinoff.
Which was?
Malcolm X in the middle.
Oh, that was. Yeah.
It was. Some called it problematic.
But didn't the father of Malcolm in the Middle start making meth? And
He did. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
He really did.
The whole show changed.
Extra money, really did. Making some extra cash here. I am the one who knocks. Okay. What?
So he'll be doing it full time. So this is legit.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
That's what it says. And WNBA rookie phenom of the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark, has leaped ahead of American soccer stars to become the 4th most marketable athlete in the world.
Whoa!
Number 4 in the world. We're one of the bigger planets.
We are.
Okay? Clark has gone from a relatively unknown college player to one of the most recognized of the WNBA Rookie of the Year, sports women's pro basketball player in the country, all in a matter of a few short years, according to Sports Illustrated. She zoomed into the top 5 most marketable athletes yesterday. Clark has become a major draw for sponsors, including Wilson Sporting Goods. Oh, they make the NFL ball. Nike, Gatorade, State Farm, Bose, Buick, and several others. The WNBA season came to a close. Clark unanimously picked by the AP as the league's Rookie of the Year, quickly followed by a near unanimous pick as the league's on the league's All-Star team and the all WNBA first team. So there you go.
Good.
All right.
I love that.
Yes.
Because if you remember the first week or 2 of her playing in the WNBA, there was a lot of, she's not quite as good as people were saying.
A little different playing in the majors. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, well,
Love when the
congratulations.
media has proven.
She figured it out.
All right. Very, very good. Coming up, Christy Lee, what do you got over there?
Coming up, we have a guy who insists that he got an E. coli infection in his male member thanks to a bidet.
Oh my gosh!
Isn't he doing it wrong?
Something
some kind of ricochet.
I don't know.
You don't have to spread open your penis hole when you use one.
Delicately worded.
We have a connection between video games and erectile dysfunction coming up.
Huh.
Yeah, and a new name for goldfish crackers.
This is sounds like a bold move. I don't know what the new name is,
well,
but
we'll find
everybody
out.
knows goldfish.
It's going to be mackerel crackers. They're going to be bigger. They're going to be a little bigger.
Terrible.
Mackerel crackers.
Koi crackers.
Koi crackers.
Here.
Are they?
No.
Cod crackers.
No.
You guys are on the right track.
Perch.
None of these are
Perch.
right.
You could call them cod pieces.
Cod pieces. Oh my God, would that be great? Cod pieces. You have have a codpiece coated in little goldfish and
How about perch?
have some dude strutting around.
You ever flip somebody off and go perch? You ever do that?
No.
No, but it's essentially you're making a perch for a bird.
Yeah, perch for a bird.
Oh.
Perch.
Oh.
Yeah. We did that in high school.
That's very exciting.
I think I might have invented it.
I did not
I don't
know
give
that.
people the finger. I'm far.
Is that right?
I use my words.
Okay.
Who's that ale?
Coming up, the value of butter in life. And
can't beat it.
We have an interesting story in the realm of human sexuality.
And butter?
Not together. That's a movie. Go on.
Together? If that is the case, Josh, the key word,
Salted butter.
unsalted. Just ask Maria Schneider. You're got a bad case of the red eye,
More
Maria.
than 100 mentions, I'm going to start vomiting every time. It's 100. Come on.
Tomorrow night, Friday night, is Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center. It's in Larchwood, Iowa, near Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And it's Pat Godwin, Al Jackson, Jeff Oskey, your host, that guy, Josh Arnold. Info, tickets, GrandFallsCasinoResort.com. Coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Now, when you first got out of the Marines, didn't you have to be an usher like at your sister's wedding or something? What was that story?
Right. When you come out of boot, first of all, let me just say I was engaged once. And the girl kept the ring.
Oh, no.
That was 2 hours of salary gone. All right. No. When you come out of boot camp, you're ready for anything. I mean, you know what I mean? Outstanding. That's the attitude. Outstanding. That's the Marine Corps. When I came out of boot camp, my sister got married. She had me seat the people at her wedding. They'd come walking up to me in front of the church like, oh, you must be Patricia's brother. Sit down. Shut your pie hole. I don't want to be your friend. 200 people showed up and put them all in the same row. Tighten it up. We don't have all day. We are totally uncomfortable. Outstanding. Shut your cake hole or pie. What do you eat, cake or pie?
Oh, my God.
Comedian Greg Hunt.
Why can't we have single vows? How about some single vows?
Single vows?
I vow to be single.
How would
Just
that
as
work?
vows, you know. Do you promise to sit all by yourself in your quiet apartment with your frozen dinner and your stupid pet fish? Yeah! Never have a ride to or from the airport? Yeah! Sign me up! Parked at lot 88Z, schlepping your stuff.
But I want to clarify for Christy, because I know Christy's a big Catholic, and I grew up Catholic. I was an altar boy as a kid, and I think Jesus is a great role model, but I think he's kind of like the popular guy in high school where everyone says they're his friend, but he wouldn't name you as one of his best friends. Like if you asked him who his best friends were, he'd be like Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., Matt Damon. And you'd be like, what about Mike Birbiglia? He'd be like, I feel like I'd recognize his face if I saw him, but the name doesn't ring a bell. Jesus has a lot of Twitter followers.
He does.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I'm gonna have a wedding agreement I'm putting together right now. I've been writing it over here. The girl's gonna have to sign this before I get married.
Okay.
Number
what do you
one,
have?
at no time will your rear end be whiter than your shoulders. Okay. Number two, your eyebrows will number 2. Normal size, not super skinny or painted on, thus reflecting mental illness.
It's all making good sense so far.
So far, keep going,
We will have a dog for me to play with and for you to care for. Same with children.
By the way, Greg is serious about that. We've had that conversation where you don't say that in joke form. No. You don't do your version where you've said to me, I want a girl to marry who we can get a dog and she'll take care of the dog when I go on the road. And that's one of your prerequisites.
And pick me up at the airport in your SUV.
You've had this conversation.
Why limit it to an SUV? Why not a limo?
Because you want to drive.
Limo's a good idea, Bob. Good idea. I like limos.
So we're getting back to your hobbies, James. You're a bowler.
Yes.
You got that going for you.
Yes, sir.
Golf, skydiving, scuba diving, skiing. You went skydiving? How'd that go?
Yes, I did. Well,
was it a tandem jump or did you?
It was a tandem jump. Yeah, scared me. I'm big.
I was going to say I don't
scared you. Who were you with?
I was going to say
the other dude. I was strapped to the guy.
What do you weigh in at? Do you mind if I ask?
Then I was about 280, I guess. I'm probably 295 now.
Oh my! Now is the person when you do the tandem? Is the person with the
to land
chute
on somebody else?
Is the person with the chute in back of you?
He's behind you. You don't have to do anything. You're basically like luggage.
You're looking at. You're just watching the ground come at you while the guy behind you
has
the chute and does all the work.
And you've never been so glad to have a man strapped to your behind. Ever. You will never. And you know they call it a sport too.
Well, sure.
The
It's
whole
very
time
difficult.
they're like, "Did you like the sport?" And I was like, falling is not a sport. You know, if it was, my grandmother would win a medal. The Silver Hip Award goes to.
Yes.
If you want to make a sport, you should just throw the parachute out of the plane and then make the guy jump and put it on before he hits the ground.
Oh, I like that.
Now, for competition, throw one parachute out, 3 or 4 guys jump.
Oh, there you go.
He won.
So did you glide in, James?
We glided in, and on the tape.
Did you fall or did you land standing?
At the very last minute, he said, "Stand up," and I was already going down, and there wasn't no. There wasn't no. But my ears did not pop. The thing with the ears. Yeah. So when I hit the ground, immediately I was like. He was like, "How do you like it?" And I was like, "It was good. I enjoyed it very much," because I could not hear myself.
Couldn't hear a thing.
Well, that's because see, if it were me, I would be tightening every orifice in my body to prevent leakage, including my ears.
Plus, there's a dude behind you.
Yeah. And that part stayed. My ears did not pop until maybe the next day, and I had to sing that night. I was doing a play called "Smoke on the Mountain."
You're a singer? I didn't know.
Yeah, where you sing gospel music. It's a gospel music play.
You know, smoke on the mountain, fire in the sky. It's a great play. Yeah.
So I'm trying to sing. I'm like, amazing, great that we
Well, that's unfortunate. I want to apologize to anyone knows that might have.
Well, I don't know if you're deaf, you automatically talk that way, even though you can speak.
That's what it sounds
clearly,
like when you talk.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's nerve wracking. And the more scared, you've already done it, the more scared of it you are, the better you get out, the more you get out of it. You know, it is really like that facing your fear and all that stuff. And when you're standing in the doorway of that plane,
it's
every cell in your body screams, "You better hold on to something." I mean, it's overwhelming.
You know something? I'm not going to even tell you anymore. All right, I'm out. $1,000 an hour coming up from Q95. I'll tell you that. It starts 9 to 5. It's called Monster Cash.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. My goodness, what a day we're having. Is everybody all right so far?
Just a handful of so-called life hacks.
No, your hacks.
Helping people
Those aren't
out.
life hacks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, he was great and big. Remember that? Tom Hanks?
Oh, he was very good.
What a great movie.
Really, really good.
He's great in everything.
He's got a new movie coming out. I'm looking forward to it.
He's
What's it called? Here? Yeah.
That'd be an interesting list of actors who are in very few bad movies.
Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Dustin Hoffman's, he's in a lot of movies, and there are very few that aren't really good. Tom Hanks is great. Now, I believe we finished our sportscast. Am I
Yes,
correct
we
in
did.
saying that? Well, thank you very much. That's Chick McGee over there at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. The Shoe-In of the Week is coming up, and we're going to be picking against Eric Stewart of LaBelle, Missouri. He won Week 7 of our Pigskin Picks competition. Won himself that $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. You could win Week 8. Get your entry in before the Thursday Nighter starts this evening. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Speaking thereof, we also gotten together with the folks at Orange Insoles. This is terrific. Want to update your man cave / she shed? That's right. I got it out properly.
There you go.
This would be very helpful. It is a 4K smart TV and a beautiful wooden dartboard, courtesy of Orange Insoles. All those details are at bobandtom.com/contest. We now turn to Christy Lee. She's over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
The Campbell's Company has rebranded its classic goldfish crackers to Chilean sea bass to be more appealing to adults.
What?
This is okay.
This is the worst idea since hiring me.
This is just one of those one-day things. There's no way.
According to the company, the Pepperidge Farm snack is getting a much more adult name.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Reinforce that goldfish crackers are not just for kids. Goldfish Vice President Daniel Brown told CNN, quote, "We know goldfish are a lunchbox icon, but the truth is they're loved by snackers of all ages." Boy, ain't that the truth. The Chilean sea bass snacks will only be available for purchase online for a limited time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is just
the brand. The brand remains.
Yeah, goldfish crackers started. Can you guess what year?
82.
Want to guess again?
91.
61.
62.
Oh, I didn't realize they were that
my
old.
gosh.
Yeah. And it was initially aimed at an adult bar snack.
Oh.
Yeah. And then since the 90s, however, it's been. My kids have had them in their lunch boxes the whole time. I know
Everybody
that.
loves them.
They don't.
Yeah.
I do love them, but I prefer the zest of a Cheez-It. I wish goldfish had a little bit more of a zing.
Bite to it, yeah.
Yeah.
I like goldfish.
Do they do
crackers a lot.
multiple
Flavors?
iterations of
Yes.
They
goldfish?
have rainbow. They have
Zesty
spice.
cheese.
They do have kind of a zestier
they do
one.
have a zestier one. They have pretzel goldfish. Those are good.
I like those.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Steely Dan album.
Pretzel goldfish?
Right, Chick?
Ricky, don't lose that number.
That was Pretzel Logic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, a great song. Yeah, I know I buy them all the time. My kids eat them. I'm not a fan.
You're not a fan?
Not really. No, but they think changing it to Chilean sea bass will make.
I liked, what was your cod piece is much better.
Oh, cod pieces would be hilarious.
Yeah, people would buy that.
Don't you love Chilean sea bass?
It's
Yes.
delicious.
Man, sometimes you sit on the menu and you go, I'm not even going to look to the right to see that it's $65. I'm just going to order it.
But that's just it. It's so expensive.
I know, but it is one of those things where you really feel like you have to treat yourself.
I have a
You
really
try
great
going to
recipe
Chile and
for
fishing
that.
for one.
Yeah,
See if
yeah.
you're going to charge $65. That's not even going to cover your airfare.
It's just so decadent.
Now, but are these goldfish the sort of traditional taste, or do they taste like fish?
No, they taste like goldfish, but they're just renaming them.
Seems like
Okay.
a big rigmarole.
Nobody.
Big nothing about nothing.
How about we get in the news for free?
You know what this is? This is somebody at Pepperidge Farms that I've got to do something around here to justify my employment. You know what we need to do? Let's rebrand. Yeah, let's do that. How many Pepperidge Farm goldfish do they sell in a day?
They should do
a
something.
million? Nine?
Yeah,
They should do
sell a
something
lot.
more controversial.
Like?
Oh, no.
Rebrand them as, Marlboros.
Nobody wants to eat a Marlboro.
Yeah, but it's going to cost some.
Ugh.
Hey, cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Bites. How about that?
Yeah, cigarette. Filter bites.
Maybe something boozy. Goldschlager fish.
Yes.
Yeah,
Right?
there you go.
Mm-hmm. What do they call the? Why can't I think of the name of the? What are they? Stubs? What do they call cigarette?
Butts.
Butts. Pepperidge Farm butts.
Oh, I like it. And they look like little cigarettes.
Cigarette butts.
Yeah, but a bowl of butts.
And they could do
Some more butts.
They could do menthol.
And I could eat these butts all day.
No.
Wait a second.
It's very popular.
Is menthol? Never mind.
Yeah. Good news for Ace
That just
Cosby.
gets Chick mad if I mention it.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention that time.
The movie Alien Romulus is getting a limited edition VHS release, Ace.
I got an email
this
about
winter.
this.
What?
Yeah, 20th Century Studios said the fully functioning VHS tape is meant to celebrate 45 years since the Alien franchise first appeared in theaters. The VHS tape will present the movie in a 4:3 aspect ratio and will come with a vintage style sleeve.
The sleeve looks cool.
It's not-
It looks very old school.
Oh, you've already seen this?
The sleeve, yeah, I
Yeah.
saw a picture, yeah.
It's not clear how many tapes will be available or how much they will cost. They'll be released on December 3rd.
When did this movie come out?
Over the summer, August.
I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, I went and saw it.
How many of them have they made?
4 or 5. Well, if you count the Alien versus Predator movies and the Prometheus, which I guess is considered canon, I'm going to say about that's Chick opening goldfish crackers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
you want some?
There's some over here. Someone just brought me a thing of baked cheddar goldfish.
Yeah, that's the original.
Oh.
Yikes! Here, Josh, I hate these things.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't want to.
Why do you hate them?
I don't like artificial cheese.
Oh, look, he's got sunglasses on. He's having a good time.
Okay.
I probably 8 or 9 total. Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw the original Alien was terrifying.
Yeah, that's a near masterpiece.
So does that critter keep
Is it the same critter?
landing in
all the
spaceships?
And Romulus takes place between Alien and Aliens. So.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the critter's still running around the spaceship?
Well, I'm not going to tell you if it's the same one. Or
Aliens is really well.
I like
the Aliens is great too.
The one where Alien and they were hunting the other ones, right?
Predator?
Predator.
Yeah.
Alien Predator movie was pretty good.
I totally agree, and it's hated, and I don't know why.
Why is that?
The first Alien versus Predator is a lot of fun.
There was more than one?
Yeah, then there was Alien versus Predator Requiem, which wasn't as good.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Then there was Alien versus Predator Rectum. It's after one of the guys went to prison.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. It was really tasteless.
There's actually an Alien 3 takes place in a prison.
Really?
Yes.
How did the alien get to prison?
Well, he was arrested.
Yeah.
He's bad.
You know, it's the ultimate fighting machine. You can't kill him, but he can get arrested.
Right. Yeah, you got to put him in jail.
So releasing this on VHS is just a stunt, obviously.
Yeah,
But they'll
just
sell
like-
out, and people,
Just like the crackers are a stunt.
Yeah.
And it's like the vinyl records are kind of a stunt at this point.
Yes.
IHOP did a stunt. They renamed themselves for a week, right?
Yep, they sure did.
Oh, yeah.
IHOB, wasn't it? The House of Burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about maybe doing a Betamax? Something make it so incredibly obscure.
You know, if they made 500 of them, they would sell. I assure you.
You think there are 500 people that still have a Betamax that are
That would just buy this. Yeah,
Okay.
they're just collectors.
Man.
Laser disc,
especially genre fans. Yeah, and I still know some Laserdisc owners.
So do I.
Really? Does anyone still make those?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
How many of those did they ever make?
How many Laserdiscs did they ever make? Boy,
how many?
Welcome to my world.
No, Josh. No, that's
psychotic question.
I'll ask him in his parlance. How many titles did they produce on Laserdisc?
But that's an
the same.
equally impossible.
It's an impossible question.
I simply don't know.
More than you would think. You know, they were made here, and so my ex-in-laws still have a Laserdisc, and they had quite a collection because they worked. One of them worked for the factory.
Were those the things were the size of LP
Yes.
vinyl records?
And you had to flip them.
Yeah.
Which was a bummer. So the movie would get halfway, and then you'd have to turn it over.
Did you have one? You had one?
My teacher insisted, a professor in college insisted we watch all of the movies on Laserdisc.
Really?
So yeah.
Why?
I kind of don't know.
The way it was framed.
Some of them have special features that aren't available anywhere. So some collectors like them, but that's deep nerd genre stuff.
Okay. Well, in any event, you can get this movie on VHS if you still have a VHS. How many VHS players do you have, Ace?
2 are active.
2 are functional?
Yeah. Well, I know that I got 4 that are functional, but 2 are.
2 are actually in use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recording stuff every day, right?
No.
No?
No, he just plays it back.
Oh.
That's got to be interesting to watch some of that old stuff and see the commercials and everything.
That's gotta be the best
from back in the day. What's coming up, Christy?
Coming up, we have slang terms from way back in the day for vaginas and penises.
All right.
Yes.
They had bawdy humor back then.
Oh, yeah, they did.
And they
All the way
had-
back to the 1300s.
Chaucer is full of fart jokes.
Yeah. alternate terms for the front and audience. Both
On both male and
female. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
are you doing?
Deep Heel Cup.
They're for your shoes.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
Biggerstaff. Are there a lot of
Biggerstaff
Biggerstaffs?
is my last name.
Yeah.
It's a German name. It means probably going home alone tonight.
Do you get the porn jokes with that one?
Always.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Hey, is your middle name looking for a?
You know what? I was doing...
Looking for a, that
Bob
looking for a Biggerstaff.
I wish you had a.
That wouldn't be good.
I wish
I got it.
Wish I had a.
Get this. I'm doing a show a couple weeks ago. Girl comes up to me after the show. She's like,
wow.
Yeah, hot chick. Amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Play along.
Yeah. Then what happened?
She's like, Biggerstaff. She goes, that's my last name too. And she shows me her license. Right? She's like, we've got to be related. She's like, we're gonna party tonight.
Oh yeah.
And one of the other comedians is like, hey man, I think you got a shot with her. I'm like,
long lost.
I don't know. You know, when the conversation starts with "we've got to be related," probably not going to end with me having sex with her.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm going to try.
Sure. Yeah, because you're a guy.
Sure.
Right.
I know how these things end.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Stay positive.
Yeah, first cousin or not.
Yeah,
that's a myth. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, Roy Wood Jr. You are a junior, obviously.
Yes.
When you went into showbiz in the beginning, you had the option of going with Roy Wood or going with the Roy Wood Jr.
I started in '98, and that was like the back end of the Def Jam boom and the comic view boom for black comedy. So every black comic was named after food or their name was a verb. Give it up for tripping.
Tripping?
Yeah, tripping. You know, he be tripping.
If I trip, then I'm tripping.
Yeah. Give it up for Slappy. I didn't want to be that.
Wow. I'm not.
Slappy Wood Jr.
I often give it up for Slappy.
Come on, Slappy Wood.
And I mean,
Slappy Wood.
Yes. So all those.
Speaking of porn names.
Well, Christopher Walken.
The tribute to Christopher Walken.
Marsupial's dog.
Designed by one of your fans.
Indeed. Beautiful.
Christopher Walken, one of your main men.
Oh, yes, please. Every morning is good. When you're him. Celebrated a birthday this past week. Feel younger. Not sure how. Must be booze.
Could be.
Because it ain't the vegetables. I can tell you that.
And you met Christopher Walken long after you developed the impression,
Didn't you do the
right?
whole star ceremony with him on Hollywood Boulevard?
Bigger. He had his hands and feet and signature in the imprint of cement in front of the Chinese theater there.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, and they asked me to be one of the two speakers at this thing, and I'd never met him. And I was honored, and yet I couldn't help think, how far down the list did they have to go? Before you pick the guy
down to the P's
who impersonates you, right? In fact, deep into the P's.
That's way over half the alphabet, I think. Isn't it? Yeah,
I believe it is.
We got to D. De Niro. Can't make it.
Forget it.
So I show up to that thing, and they take me inside the theater where they had him before the ceremony out front, and I see him in the flesh for the first time, and he looks over and sees me, and he goes, "Hi! They told me you were coming. Thanks." And I'm thinking, he's doing the voice.
That's the best I've ever heard.
It's way better than mine.
He's nailing it.
Yeah. But I did see him coming out of a party not too long ago in Los Angeles. I don't know if I told you guys this. When I was walking out of this house, they're standing at the end of the driveway alone. Was Christopher Walken. I hadn't seen him inside the party, but here he is, looking completely lost. I'm not sure why I was surprised at that. But so I told him to say, "Hey, Chris, everything right?" Stranded. Stranded. I've been searching for over an hour for the bastards who brought me. It's clear to me now. They're gone.
Oh, my God.
And my first thought is, who would ditch Christopher Walken?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who brings him to a party and says, he's at the bar, let's go.
They ditched him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
We call it Q95's Monster Cash Money.
Okay, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
We're going to be better this hour.
I'd like to say that I apologize, and I'm going to be personally better. How's that?
Okay.
How could you be any better?
Well, you wait and see, pal. There's Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold, the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
I couldn't get any better. Nor could Steven Singer. If you hate phony sales and pricing games, you're going to love Steven Singer because he has the perfect price, guaranteeing the best value every single day. Steven Singer Jewelers. IHateStevenSinger.com.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. And if you're still using TP, stop. Dump that roll. Clean. Wet cleans better than dry. That's just good science. Try Dude Wipes. It's like a shower in the middle of the day.
Think about all your anus does for you. Don't you want to do something nice back for
Absolutely.
it?
Give it a treat.
Yeah. Treat
Hello,
your
Tom.
anus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very good. Do you celebrate your anus's birthday and half birthday?
I do. You know, it's weird. My anus and I have the same birthday.
Do you?
What? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now, year and day?
Yeah. My anus is 46.
If you'd been born breech right at the stroke of midnight, it could be different.
That's right. There's a couple minutes difference.
It's like twins. I'm the elder one. Okay. Eric Stewart is going to be our guest coming up. Who's Eric Stewart? Well, he's from LaBelle, Missouri. And he was the dude that got all the games right. He had a perfect week in pro football during week 7. Along with a couple of others, it was a tie, but he had the tiebreaker, so he's our winner. Speaking of Steven Singer Jewelers, of that $500 gift card, Chick McGee will be making his picks. The famous shoe-in of the week coming up a little bit later on today.
Sneak peek on the Instagram at the Chick McGee. They're all up there. Okay. And I did not pick all games this week. I might later on. I might on Saturday and the weekend. See if I get it.
You're hot right now. You're way over 500.
Way over 500. The record so far is 37-28
against the spread. Serious business. I got something that'll make everybody feel good.
All right.
Oh, a masseuse? Pizza?
No, it's from the science desk.
Oh,
Scientists say the chances of that so-called doomsday asteroid hitting Earth,
it's a doomsday asteroid,
are lower than previously thought.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Okay. All right.
This kind of thing you're concerned about?
I'm not concerned about it, but.
Okay. Well, they've made this discovery. I thought you'd feel a lot better now.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll sleep better tonight.
It says the new findings from the Zwicky Transient Telescope.
That sounds silly. Zwicky?
Named after Edward Zwick, the creator of
ZW.
Zwicky.
ZWICKY.
Like sticky wicky.
Excuse me. It was Zwicky.
Did you like those sticky wicky things?
What the heck?
Did your kids have those?
What are sticky wikis?
They're like a rope, but they have like a wax coating on them, and they would stick to things. You could, make drawings or create art with them.
Never had them.
Sticky wikis. Ugh.
I tell you what I didn't like when I was a kid. Hated them. I didn't even want to hear you talk about them.
What?
Almost always Bible school, vacation Bible school where you have a class. Pipe cleaner.
Oh yeah.
I don't care for a pipe cleaner.
You're right, and it was always.
Don't make a toy out of it. Go clean your pipe.
Almost every VBS has those.
Yeah,
right.
These are like pipe cleaners with a wax coating on them, and they would
going
stick.
to make Noah's Ark out of pipe cleaners. No, we're not.
While we're on the topic,
what?
I hate macaroni art. There, I've said it.
You're right.
I agree.
Yeah.
The macaroni necklace or the macaroni?
But I think if you were to go back and before and be able to glue macaroni on some construction paper, I think you would really like it.
Sure.
And the macaroni people know they don't have anything. That's why they introduced the metallic spray paint.
So they still do that in schools?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I bet the kids love it, so I forgive it.
You know what I do like, though, is the handprint that you used to make.
Yeah, those are sweet.
Plaster of Paris.
I have mine,
I bet you do.
From Miss Patterson's class.
Sure you
Absolutely.
You know, my kindergarten... This is absolutely true. What was the name of your kindergarten teacher?
Miss Patterson.
My kindergarten teacher was Miss Patterson.
Oh.
What?
And
honest to God, there were two, Miss Patterson and Mrs. Morrissey, and I had Mrs.
Miss Patterson was about 6 feet tall, might have weighed 110.
Mine.
She was like a walking pencil.
Miss Patterson, my kindergarten, Miss Patterson, she was about 6 feet tall and weighed about 230.
Oh.
Yeah. She was giant.
I don't remember her name, but she was real tall and looked like Abe Lincoln as a woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not a compliment.
No, it
weird
wasn't.
is that? We both had the same name for kindergarten teachers. That's weird.
And if you gave me a picture of my first grade class, I bet I could get at least half the names right. And yet I can't remember any of my friends' names. It's very odd.
Well, that's something you easily lie about, though.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
That's Stevie. That's weird.
I could do that right now, too.
Yeah,
Weird Wally.
No, I'd remember. The Zwicky Transient Telescope, this was University of Maryland team, just in case you were wondering.
Still boring us with this.
Yeah.
You think it's boring that an asteroid could be hitting the Earth? Josh, ready for this? There are 9 to 14 asteroids capable of causing mass casualties.
When is this happening?
It's not going to happen. That's the whole point of the story.
Well, the point of
Haven't they set up the retro rockets on like one of the poles, and they can easily maneuver our Earth out of the way if we need to?
It's top secret.
That's right.
Didn't they wrap that up? I thought they got that project all
there are
finished.
plenty of other things
We just
to
kind of
worry about.
spin out of the way and then spin right back.
That's exactly right. Put us right back in our orbit.
But as you know, if you have the internet, they're going to tell you that this doomsday asteroid is going to hit Earth. It's not.
If they're smart, when the asteroid is going to hit, they will never tell us. Ever.
No.
Let us just live until it hits.
And not know.
And not have to survive the chaos that will ensue before.
No.
I agree.
So it's possible.
That's been in a movie.
They already.
Of course, it's been in more than one movie.
It can also be my theory. It doesn't have.
They already know. Maybe it's already happened.
I didn't hack it from whatever crappy sci-fi.
What's the difference between a comet and an asteroid?
Oh, I love this joke.
I don't know. What's the difference?
I don't know the end of the joke.
That's it?
No, I'm asking
He's asking a question.
What's the difference between a comet and
a comet? I believe does not hit, and it just keeps flying.
One has a longer tail. Who knows? The point is,
asteroid is like a small planet, maybe.
The doomsday hemorrhoid.
Gave you the answer.
Excuse me. The doomsday asteroid. Sorry, is not going to be hitting Earth. The one they were concerned about. You might have been reading about it online, and of course,
doomsday asteroid.
And a meteorite is just a small piece of something that hits.
Yes.
Now, if they announced, Josh, that the Earth was going to end in 14 days.
Yeah.
Any predictions?
Oh,
God.
Insanity.
Awful.
Pure insanity. You think I would be sane for 14 days? Everybody better look out.
You couldn't go outside. I know that.
Just population in the streets.
Cigarette sales would go up.
Booze.
Yeah, smoke if you got them. Why not?
Yeah.
You think, I don't think I don't like smoking.
I don't think I'd like to smoke.
But all the people that have quit smoking and miss it.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Those AA meetings would be a blast. Hi, my name is Tom. Where's the booze?
Where's the booze?
But what if they were wrong? See?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's happened in a movie. It did happen.
Yeah.
Did they have a movie where they said it was going to happen and then
Actually,
didn't?
I'm remembering an episode of Family Guy where he goes, I never really liked, they're about to die. And Peter looks at his wife and goes, I didn't really like our kids. And the kids are sitting right there. Like, weren't they kind of a bummer to have these kids? And then the newscaster goes, this was all a prank.
Oh.
And now he has to suffer the consequences of saying.
What's the movie where the
Henry
guy...
Phillips had a song about this, right?
Yeah.
What's the movie where they're on the airplane, the plane's going to crash, and the guy confesses to being gay, and then the plane doesn't crash?
On Golden Pond? Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't think that.
Yeah. That's in any event.
Almost Famous.
That's right. Yes.
One of the bandmates goes, I'm gay.
Oh, that's right. They have
Wow.
Did you guys really like that movie? Almost.
I love that. I did. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Peter Frampton's in it. It was great.
Did not care for it.
Playing cards. Oh, it was a great movie.
That's actually Frampton when they're playing cards with Humble Pie?
Frampton plays what does he play? The road manager or something?
Oh, no kidding.
He's got a wig on.
I didn't recognize him. Oh, that may be why. Okay.
You know who else is in that movie? Mark Maron.
Mark Maron's a reporter.
You just bought a fence.
Chasing the bus. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have Al Jackson, I believe, joining us.
And we can turn the tables on Al because we have some slang terms for the front naughty on both men and women, and he's always trying to teach us things about street lingo.
Mm-hmm.
We can give him a little bit of old-fashioned lingo.
I don't think ours are legit, but go ahead.
What do you mean they're not legit?
I don't know where you've gotten your words, but
this guy's a famous lexicographer.
You can't question a famous lexicographer.
No, you can't.
You can question him. I think that's why he
unquestionable.
Is that right?
Beyond reproach.
Well, first of all,
is that what Esquire means? ESQ? You can't question.
He's also a Brit, so you automatically like the guy.
That's true.
Right? Okay. Well, tell me more about Raycon earbuds, won't you?
Raycons, everyday earbuds. Man, my favorite part about them is they Bluetooth syncing is seamless out of the box. Bang, you're hooked up to your favorite your favorite device. And the Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds have been updated. Now they have 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once. New quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging yields 90 minutes of battery. And Raycons have the active noise cancellation. Available in new colors, too, blush violet, forest green. Plus, Raycons come with a 30-day guarantee, so if you need to return them, that's pretty easy, too, although I've never heard of such a thing. Stop the fuss. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 20 to 50% off site-wide. You'll get up to 50% off everything on Raycon's website. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And their regular headphones are great, especially if you're traveling with little kids. Put on those Raycon headphones and, sure is peaceful. That's because they're doing whatever they're doing back there with their headphones on. Thank you very much, Raycon. Coming up also, butter. Very valuable. We're going to find out what I'm talking about. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Our guests, Mark Maron and Rebecca Corey. Now, Rebecca, you mentioned that you travel with your dog.
I do.
And you're serious.
What kind
of dog is it?
I have a 64-pound pit bull, a blue-nosed pit bull. Her name is Angel. And she was.
You showed a picture to us during the break, a picture of your dog sitting on the airplane looking out the window.
Yep, she was sitting in a seat next to me, looking out the window, thinking, "Whoa."
And this is a what do you call it? A service dog.
A therapy dog. Yep.
Therapy dog.
What does that mean?
It means you just give up the Xanax and wine, and you go to a little being that makes you calm when you fly. I got an issue with flying. Yeah.
So you couldn't. So you're a cat person. You couldn't do that with cats because, first of all, cats are so they're so highfalutin.
Yeah,
would not.
Oh, you mean you have
Cats
to
will
earn
scratch your eyes
the
out.
love of a cat, and that somehow makes it
No, the
less.
cat would look at you and go.
Put a cat on a plane, see what happens.
I traveled with LaFonda.
Oh, did you?
And how'd it go?
Was LaFonda in a cage?
Well, let me understand. You got to understand.
I'm surprised LaFonda would fly coach.
Yes.
Was she willing to?
LaFonda. My cats were feral, so they're wild animals.
Right.
Now, I had never traveled with this cat before, and it was crazy because. They were, when I first got them, they were already wild, and they were only a few months old, but they were wild. So in order to take LaFonda to Los Angeles, it took me 2 hours to get her into the cage. I had to wear leather gloves.
Yeah.
My hands were still bleeding.
I'll bet.
I get her into the cage. I get to JFK, and I'm exhausted. And I'm aggravated, and I put the cat on the conveyor, and the TSA guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to take the cat out of the cage." and walk it through.
Oh,
and I'm like, are you kidding me? I became crazy cat lady.
See
There
my
is
hands?
no way. Yeah, look at my hands. And I made the biggest deal. I was like, there's no way this cat's getting out of that cage. He's like, then you're not getting on the plane.
Okay.
And by this point, I'd frightened everyone around. I was crazy. And it would have been, they would have been less freaked out if I'd had a bomb. I mean, I took this little cat out of the cage and they're like, step back, everyone back. And LaFonda was just freaked out.
I'll bet.
And I walked her through, and all she wanted was to get back into the box. But my biggest fear was that the cat's going to get away, and I'm going to be like in some.
You're going to chase her down.
Yeah, and I'm in a children's film. It's just a montage of me on the baggage claim, and, and it ends running through kitchens, down
it ends with you in a federal facility being sodomized.
Nothing more enjoyable. Oh,
Wow. Is that the sodomized bell?
Sodomized bell.
There it is.
What's nice about bringing Angel on is bully breeds are really gassy in general. If you know anything. Oh, they're very gassy. And there's no hair there to muffle, the smell and the sound. And so sometimes on the plane, she will just let it rip.
Yeah.
And it's real nice.
Do you look around and say, excuse me, or do you just point at the guy in front of you?
I just laugh because it's so unbearable. But now there's someone, because normally you've been asleep on an airplane with your mouth open and been woken from a dead sleep because you thought someone crapped on your face. Because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And now that I have a bully breed, I just go, well, there it is, everybody. Take that. Take that.
You need to give your dog Beano before you fly.
What's that?
I need to give me Beano before I fly.
Yeah, it's the same stuff you put on your food, and it prevents gas.
Isn't there something magic on planes that just, that gas just evaporates? I always thought there was a magic to it.
Well, it doesn't. It actually makes it all the way to the back.
Yeah, it does. It makes it to that sleeping person with their mouth open.
Are you the guy that? Are you the guy that pulls the SBD that reaches up and turns off that fan thing?
I just think it works its way the entire length of the plane.
It does.
Everybody have their vent.
One of my favorite things you've ever discussed in the show, and if you wouldn't mind maybe doing a little bit of this for me, you have talked about marriage on this show to the point that we actually get requests all the time.
Good.
For people to hear your little discussion about this, which is brilliant. And I don't want to give away any of it, but would you mind relating a little bit? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I mean, I was married for 3 years, and which is not a long time, We were supposed to be together until one of us died.
True.
I never even had a fever. My friends were shocked I got divorced. You're getting divorced? That's weird. You seem so happy at the wedding. The wedding? Yeah, that's not part of the marriage. No. It's like telling a shark attack victim, gee, you seemed okay on the beach. And to speak to Christy's point, my wife felt I was too down, I was too negative. Well, this divorce should help.
Yeah, there you go.
She said I had changed. You didn't used to be like this. If I'd known I'm going to be like this, I never would have gone to bed with you. Hey, guess why I didn't tell you?
Yeah, okay.
And of course, marriage is hard. We all know it. The proof here in the room, the success and Einstein.
Gotcha.
Marriage is so hard. Einstein got divorced.
Yeah. Albert Einstein, unbelievable.
Yeah, Albert Einstein, arguably the most intelligent man who ever lived.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. I avert my gaze and I look up in the sky and I see, there's a big screen TV, and behind it I see Al Jackson, comedian. Al Jackson will be joining the fellas coming up Friday evening. It'll be, among others, Al Jackson. Let's see, Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold is your host, and Pat Godwin in Larchwood, Iowa, right near Sioux Falls, South Dakota, for a special event Friday night at the Grand Falls Casino Resort on
Real
stage.
sausage fest.
Tom, I was going to say that Al Jackson and the Fellas sounds like a 50s doo-wop group.
Sure does.
I like that.
That'd be good, yeah, Al. It's going to be a fun show. It will be indeed. It is a sausage fest.
I cannot wait. See my homies.
All right. You guys have a good time. Now, Al, before we get to your segment in which you try to help me with some street lingo, Christy has a list from a lexicographer on slang terms for the male member and the female front naughty. years ago.
Centuries past.
Centuries ago.
Okay, now throw one by Al. See if you can guess if it's the male or the female.
Netherlands.
Dan Fogelberg's penis.
Oh,
Am I close?
I'm going to say that's for the male.
Vagina, 1591.
By the way, that Netherlands joke, for the three of us that got that, excellent work.
Netherlands.
There's some
I met
obscure.
my old lover in a grocery store.
Love that guy.
It was snowing Christmas Eve.
Is Tallywhacker on the list?
Tallywhacker is not on my list.
That honestly might be too modern.
That's
for
too
this
modern.
list.
Yeah,
we were in like the 1600s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're talking.
Netherlands was from 1591. The most current would be from 1895. Credentials.
Oh, I love that. I showed her my credentials.
Is it the dude?
That is the best I've ever heard.
It's
for the male.
For the male member, yeah.
Yes.
Credentials.
Really?
Well, let me just take out my credentials here.
I'm stealing that.
Yeah.
How hard would it be for us to start slang and like it catch on and become credentials?
It catching on is the tough part.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, every once in a while, something will emerge.
If only there was a way to communicate to a large amount of people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wonder
Thank
how
you.
that happened.
All at
Thank
once.
you, Al. That's exactly right.
Okay, Al, I got one for you. 1584 is your date. The altar of Venus.
Oh, well, that's girls.
Yeah, don't get fooled by the rhyme.
That's got to be.
But
I'm going to say the vajayjay.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now,
We once invented slang for penis. Do you guys remember it at all?
No. What did we invent?
I want to say Godwin actually kind of really cemented it. And it was Woe Aardvark.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The aardvark. Yeah.
The aardvark.
Yes.
What was the...
Anytime a penis is accidentally exposed or
aardvark.
somebody flashes it unexpectedly, it's whoa, aardvark.
What was that for uncircumcised?
It wasn't. It was just
Didn't specify.
Just any.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
there was some news story where that
That's
happened.
whoa, anteater.
Yeah, okay. Now, Al, this is an obvious one from 1621. Maypole has the word "pole" in it. That's your hint.
I know. I was going to say, unless that's that you're trying to trick me, I would say that's for the males there.
Yeah, it is. And by the way, this list comes from the famous lexicographer Jonathan Green. He's done some research into this
We're
one.
all familiar.
I like this one. Master John Goodfellow.
Yes.
From 1653. That's a mouthful.
Well,
I'd like to.
Well, it depends on who you're calling.
You better. But you better be delivering. I mean, Master, if you say I'd like you to meet Master John Goodfellow, rather, it better be a serious piece of beef.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
That's always been my thing with nicknames. With the male member, it's just like when you start saying, "Oh, it's time for Thor to come out," it's like okay. But, sometimes, like, if SportsCenter's on in the background or something and you have ADHD, like, sometimes if you can't perform, now all of a sudden, like, oh, you can't, you're nicknaming it and it's not performing. Like, you really have to, if you're going to be that Bruce Springsteen, you gotta perform in Madison Square every night. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also, I think there needs to be a certain gravitas to it if you have a name like that. Now, this next one, I think, from 1883, you could get away with being... on the lower level of girth, etc. Mr. Peaslin.
Yeah, that could be a smaller.
I'd like it to meet Mr. Peaslin. Mm-hmm. It could be.
That sounds like a show that was on in England in the 70s.
Yes,
Mr. Peaslin.
It's Mr. Peaslin time.
Oh, Mr. Peaslin.
This is this one.
Got to water my flower.
This one kind of violates the structure of this whole story, but the rule of three, a term used in 1720. The rule of three, I'll give you the answer. It refers to the entire area.
Makes sense. The penis and balls.
Yeah.
What?
See, I was thinking about the
rule
other
of three.
the other three.
Yes. What do you mean other three?
Yeah.
What other three? What are you talking?
Are we still broadcasting in English? What's happening?
Because I didn't, Josh, you're so much better than I didn't put that together.
Are you serious? You didn't put that together?
No, I didn't understand what that meant.
Yeah.
Were you thinking 3 inches?
You didn't.
I did not put together the twins plus the rule of three. Okay, that makes much more sense. Okay, good.
Am I the only one that was thinking about the female in that situation?
No.
Are you talking majora, minora, and cervix? Or what?
No, I'm not going cervix.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the third.
That sounds like the Three Stooges after Curly left.
Well, I guess majora and minora are part of the.
Maybe addendum. I don't know.
Paying a visit to the cervix.
Or were you thinking holes?
There's pathways to entry. Josh.
I see. Yeah. Mouth, vagina.
Okay.
All right. No.
Wait, I'm only counting two. Okay, let's just go back to this one. Next one.
Then you need to take I-95 north.
Okay, I see. Here we go, Josh. The matrimonial peacemaker.
Oh, that could be either, but I'm going to say wiener.
Oh. Yeah, that's what it's and that's from 1708.
Yeah, peacemaker's always been kind of a firearm.
I was going to say the peacemaker is the woman. Like that's like
she's usually the level-headed one, right? Yeah.
No, right. But this next one demonstrates.
Oh, yeah, always logical.
Yeah. This next one demonstrates that some of these old terms linger. For the male member, from 1653, the term the generating tool.
The generating tool.
Because tool is certainly still out there.
It's generating because
it's very sterile, but yes, I guess I get the generating tool. All right, if you want to take all the sensuality out of it. But I'll take that. Yeah.
But that's as British as
I still like credentials.
Yeah, credentials is the best so far.
Good.
Yeah, and then this one, staff of life.
Well, I like that.
That sounds like something from a G-rated movie. The staff of life.
It really
shows some woman running through it.
That my mom would take me to. My mom used to take me to like local community theaters in the 80s when I was like 10.
Like how Tyler Perry got his start.
Really, honestly, those black plays, like people forget like community theater was like what people did. There wasn't like a ton on TV except for Family Ties, and so you're like, I guess we're going to go see Staff of Life at the Caramoo House.
Right. It would be like a couch and a chair and a couple flats with a swinging door or whatever.
Yeah. Only for you, Al, since you're from the Cleveland. I'm not kidding. I've been to a lot of Broadway shows, but one of the best plays I ever saw was at the Obama Theater, which was the
Barack Obama?
No, way before Barack. It's amazing. Sometimes the community theater play can be absolutely moving and perfect.
Did you hear? I said the Barack Obama. And he goes, no,
really? way before the
I didn't want you to taint it with politics.
I'm not tainting it with politics.
Okay,
you can't say that and not have somebody say Barack Obama. You just can't do it. Will you calm down?
How about this one? This one is so. This is the one I almost don't believe it. It's so stupid. From 1665. This makes no sense. The aphrodisiacal tennis court. I mean, what are?
Oh my God!
That is.
I mean, couldn't that have been like Tennyson being funny or something? You know what I mean?
What aphrodisiacal tennis court.
Aphrodisiacal. Which I didn't know was a word. Tennis court.
No one used that. That shows up in like one poem.
Right. Now, this one I love. This is from 1721, Al. The ladies' low toupee.
That is great.
I like it, yeah, I get it. But toupee is attached to a man mostly,
right?
And so like that I don't start thinking it takes his sexuality away. At least a tennis court is like, you think it's well manicured.
Yeah,
fancy.
A lot of these take any erotic feel out of them. How about this one? Let me see. This is the contrapunctum.
That's a cool term. Contrapunctum.
That sounds like a band I would go see.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Yeah. Didn't Reagan get in trouble for selling them missiles or something?
Well, he couldn't recall.
I'm assuming that's for the male.
No.
No, that's the lady.
The lady.
The lady has the contrapunctum.
Contrapunctum?
Isn't that weird?
I'm saying it the next time I'm near one.
Are you?
Hey, ladies, tomorrow night near Sioux Falls. This one will, of course, bring about the memories of a very bad television show. For the ladies, the Petticoat Lane.
Yes.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I'm sure Petticoat Junction was fine.
No, that was the worst
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, God.
Remember, Mad Magazine put out fake TV guides, and they said, this week on Petticoat Junction, Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, Betty Joe, and Toe Joe.
That was funny.
Visit the Shady Rest.
Okay, and then this does sound like a Saturday morning cartoon. This is for the ladies. Mrs. Fubb's Parlor.
I love that too.
From 1823.
That sounds like a dirty puppet show, like a sock puppet show that gets really dirty like halfway through. That's really, I kind of like it.
Yeah, I love it.
How about this one? The Thatched Cottage.
I love that. Oh, yeah. I love these. Are all great. They're all hilarious.
From 1835.
Hey, honey, can I visit Mrs. Thubbs? What is it?
Fubbs.
Mrs.
Fubbs Parlor.
Parlor.
You know something? The answer, if you say it like that, the answer is going to be no.
Oh, well, I brought my credentials.
You could say that at a party and no one would know what you were talking about.
I brought my Cyprian scepter.
Yes, I'd like to share it with your contrapunctum.
These are classic. Well, thank you to lexicographer Jonathan Green. Now, I just looked at the clock. Al, you got to help me here. I got to get some get a term out of you before we go. What do you got?
Tom, let's do one that you can definitely, we can be 1 for 1 this week. What is mogging?
Spell it for me. Mogging.
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 Is it 2 words put together?
No, it's just one.
Okay.
And this is a word that like kids that are probably 15 and under use at least once a day. Or just like it's part of their regular lexicon.
Wow. Is MOG some kind of acronym for something, or is it something used in texting?
No.
Wasn't that the name of John Candy's character in Spaceballs?
He was a Mog.
He was a Mog.
A man dog.
A man dog, yeah.
He was a Mog.
Yeah.
Oh, so is this referencing that at all? No? Okay. Mogging.
Does anybody have a guess?
I have no idea.
No.
What is it?
Mogging just means that you're actively trying to and succeeding and looking better than somebody. So you just be like, you know, Christy Lee showed up to the dance and she's totally mogging Tracy.
Gotcha.
Like it's such a weird thing, but it's almost like you're trying to be the hot person and you're succeeding. Weirdly.
Hogging the attention. Mogging.
Well, that's fascinating.
Maybe it's like word of but it's like a word that's not like an obscure word. Like they use mogging a lot. Like it's almost like they're like hot girl. Like we would say in the 90s, oh yeah, Christy Lee, she's the hot girl in our high school. Like it's almost like Christy Lee's mogging everybody at my school and your school too.
Wow, that's fascinating. Can that be a guy thing?
One more time. I think you can get this one.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't get that one.
What is a pookie?
Oh, God.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah, that sounds. Yeah,
I only know this just right. If I know this, it's very simple. But
I think
it'd be simple.
And somebody will correct me. I think Soupy Sales, Soupy Sales Kids Show in the afternoon. He had White Fang and Black Tooth, or the other way around, and his little lion puppet was named Pookie.
Really?
But I think that, it's a term of, like honey or sweetie or baby pie or...
hey, Pookie.
Pookie. Boothang, yeah.
Check out the big brain on chick.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, oh, that's my Pookie. That's my baby.
Get over here, Pookie.
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 Show me that low toupee.
So we're back to that, huh? Well, the Ultra of Venus is now available. Lines begin over here.
I'm down with Ultra of Venus, too.
Oh, that's so funny. Al Jackson, comedian. Al is going to be on stage coming up tomorrow evening at the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center, along with Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey, and your host, Josh Arnold. Ticket info, etc., grandfallscasinoresort.com. It's going to be a great show. Al, I want to get a picture of all you guys,
Can't wait
please.
to see y'all in person.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great
It's going
time.
to be awesome.
See y'all soon.
Okay, Al, how do people find you in the realm of social media, please?
You can check my website for all my dates, Al Jackson Live, and on social media, find me at Al Jackson IG.
At Al Jackson IG. Or once again on social media, what was it again? Al Jackson Live? What was it?
Al Jackson IG, and on the web it's just Al Jackson Live for everything you need.
Okay, thank you very much,
All right.
sir. We'll talk to you again soon. Have
Safe
a great
travels.
show tomorrow night. All right, now we have what coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have a lady making a ton of cash by just decorating porches for Halloween. We have the guy still says he's got an E. coli from his bidet.
Can we do that one next? Because I want Josh to hear that one.
Yeah, of course.
Because Josh has the aftermarket bidet.
I love my bidet.
Yeah, they make those for cars now.
Oh, I need to check those out.
No kidding.
Yeah, I'm kidding. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey, Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
What are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
They're for your shoes. Gah.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
Let me see this pair of panties with
Well, it kind of looks like
the cushion.
Yeah, see, and it's
Is it a regular pair of panties?
God.
Oh, look at that.
More of us could fit in these. Should I try these on?
Can we see your butt right now? I mean,
Sure, Bob.
well, I want to see the before and after.
Well,
I can't.
Well, she's in a skirt, though. You really can't.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Okay. Do you have them on?
Monitors?
No, I don't have them on.
Well, that's really rude.
Wow, that's your big ass?
Wow. Look at this. Nipper attack.
Like,
Kill it. Let him have her. Get him,
do
Nipper.
you have them on?
No, your ass looks very nice. You don't need to put them on.
That's not what you
That's not what you said.
No,
You
see,
implied she had a big ass.
no.
All right, we need a before of Christy's butt. Take as long as you like, Dean. Come on, smile.
Now, do you just put them on? Are you going to put them on? Can you?
Oh, remember, Christy, the padding.
put 'em on right
the
now.
padding goes in the back.
Yeah,
now.
make
Remember
sure you
to
do
do
it
it.
right.
Just like pant. Oh,
She's slipping them right on. So, okay, wait a second. No, she's slipping them.
She has a skirt on, so she can just put them right on.
I didn't know we were.
Okay.
Dean, get some of that while you're at. Come on, Dean.
You're not wearing.
Come on, Dean.
Are you wearing hose?
Come on, what are you, queer, Dean?
You're not wearing. You're not wearing hose, are you?
Women that wear hoods.
Now, are you wearing? But are you wearing traditional panties right now?
Yeah, boring.
Okay.
It's Friday, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, just boring, ugly.
No, I mean, but you do have panties on because those haven't been laundered. You might get some.
So do you. Come on, Dean. Make love to the camera, Christy. Go for it.
Okay, now she's slipping.
you can't-
Could you let's allow a little bit of dignity. Christy Lee is now slipping on the booty pop
Okay, where's the cameras?
panty augmenter. What does it say on the?
Okay.
Okay, now let's see.
Now, all of a sudden, you got those on, so
now she's got the padded.
I'm
Hold
curious,
on.
if you sit down, do you feel the big cushion? Is it like being on a on lawn furniture? Oh,
Oh yeah! Oh, baby's got back. Oh wow! Looks like you've
Let's
got.
take a look at that.
Oh my God! It looks like you've got a huge ass tumor. You have tumor. You have shelf ass.
Nice. So step out from behind the monitors.
Okay,
Let's see what.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Look at that.
she's got baby's got back now.
No, that really does pop them out
It
there.
really really accentuates the backside of your backside.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's.
Look at that.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos?
Parade
Oh, yeah.
of weirdos.
Oh, man. Just a parade of delusion. Just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polish rocks.
Really?
I know. Surprisingly, not a huge line in front of his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid. Like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guys. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years?
Yeah.
But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick.
It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
Also, coming up tomorrow, great show. Joe Theismann will be our guest. Mike Birbiglia, comedian. He's going to be at Clues tomorrow night.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The boys are hitting the road.
I like this stripped-down edition of the show.
Do you?
You do.
I look around and I just see Ace Cosby right there.
Yeah.
Then I see over there at the Dude Wipes sports desk, it's Chick McGee.
Yeah, and Christy Lee.
I see her at the Silac Insurance News desk. And we're going to be getting to Christy in just a couple of minutes.
All right.
But right now it's time for kind of a palate cleanser. I like to think of it that way. Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
This time of year with Halloween approaching, do you ever wonder why demons and ghouls, they hang out together?
Why?
Because demons are a ghoul's best friend.
That is rock solid.
Rock solid, you're saying?
Demons are a girl's best friend.
A ghoul's best friend. I like that a lot, Ace.
Demons are a ghoul's best friend. Oh,
best
even better.
friend,
That's
yes.
lovely. Thank you so much, Ace. I certainly appreciate that. We now
I'm gonna
turn.
be sharing that today. With
We now
my
turn to
girls.
the Silac news desk. What's happening over there?
Well, a man claims he got an E. coli infection in his penis after using a bidet. Mr. Molson Hart posted about his ordeal onto X, explaining he developed flu-like symptoms, pain with urination, and noticed blood in his urine. He was initially diagnosed with a urinary tract infection, but went to the ER where his lab work later showed he actually had an antibiotic-resistant E. coli infection.
Whoa!
And as to how he developed said infection, Mr. Hart reportedly said the best explanation he could come up with is that the bidet water contaminated with E. coli bacteria from his backside shot into his male member. I'm not buying that.
Is this a medical first?
It sounds like that could only happen one way.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm...
Yeah.
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 Like he was trying to have water shoot up there?
No. Was it his E. coli? I think is the question.
Oh.
Is that what you meant?
I see what
No, I thought it was somebody else's.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, somebody else's E. coli.
Maybe, perhaps, it's possibly. See, Christy, I'll explain how this works.
So he's saying that there was another person involved.
No, I'm asking if the. No, he's saying it was. No, you're not making.
No, I understand what he's saying. He's saying the bidet gave it to him, which I don't think that's.
I mean, I suppose it's possible. I was wondering if there were other activities that he had been doing where his male member might have been exposed
in contact with.
Yeah, there you go.
Said E. coli.
Who knows? Who's to say? This is why you're supposed to fill your bidet with cranberry juice.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case either.
Yeah, but isn't that what you do for? Isn't that what you do for UTI? Isn't that
yes,
juice?
Yes, cranberry juice. That's correct.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, and a
now
nice
earlier
antibiotic.
you were talking about cleaning your car with a leaf blower. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah, I take my car, back it out.
Of course you do.
I got a garage now that I can get my car into finally. Open all the doors, open all the windows. Take a leaf blower, and you just blow everything out of there. There's stuff under the seats. It's an SUV, so that there's kids in the way back. Fast food wrappers fly out, et cetera, et cetera.
This is from Mike in Louisville. I'm a car detailer. First thing I do when detailing is vacuum all of the interior using a series of brushes. I do not use some sort of blower, like a crazy person. Close print. That would make my job 10 times harder. Thank you, Mike.
Well, he probably has the proper tools.
And the boys have just left for a big show tomorrow night in Sioux Falls. Is that right, Tom?
That's correct. Grand Falls Casino and Resort. The tickets, grandfallscasinoresort.com.
John from Michigan, of course. It says, Chick, you're slipping. You've been talking about Sioux Falls all week, and I'm disappointed that, Chick, every time Tom says Sioux Falls, you haven't once said, and gets right back up. And I have not.
Oh, I like that.
You're exactly right.
If I say even though they're going to officially be in Larchwood, Iowa, it's near Sioux Falls.
And gets right back up.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. He's right. I have not done it.
Down goes Frazier.
I did not want to...
That's very good. Very good.
Here. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I want to remind everybody that Christy Lee is at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
That's right.
I also want to remind everybody about that survey. 61% of Americans surveyed by AARP said, I'm getting a little concerned about having some money when I retire.
Oh, boy.
Social Security may not be enough. In fact, I'm going to say not enough. That's why maybe you should look into something called an annuity. What's an annuity? We'll talk to the experts. The experts on annuities are the folks at Silac Insurance. Annuity is a way to make sure that you have a check coming in when you retire. Get that check coming in every month. Have it deposited directly, whatever you want to set up. We'll find out about annuities from the folks at Silac. They are the experts, and this plan could put, like I said, cash in your pocket when you need it, when you retire. Restrictions apply. What does that mean? We'll see if you qualify. Head to silacins.com. That's SILAC, or just go to bobandtom.com, and Chick McGee will guide you through through the world of annuities.
There's talk of Oscar.
Oh, that's very good, very good. Silac, SILAC, INS.com, or go to bobandtom.com, the Silac Insurance Company presenting Christy Lee at the news desk. I see her right there. What's happening?
Well, too much screen time is literally making men soft. Scientists have found that playing computer games for a prolonged period can drastically increase the likelihood of experiencing erectile dysfunction. And prolonged computer use can lower FSH levels, which can lead to decreased sperm production, infertility, and low libido. Scientists found that for every additional 1.2 hours of leisure time on a computer, the likelihood of experiencing ED tripled and sperm production decreased. This is all in a journal called Andrology. And in it, it stated that the present study offers substantial evidence for a positive causal association between computer use and the risk of erectile dysfunction.
Well, in some cases, these nerds aren't going to need an erection anyway. Is that too much of a stereotype?
Yeah, I think that's a little bit of a stereotype. Sure, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, but they are saying that in this generation that the sperm production is way down, and that I've seen a lot of studies about that.
Yeah, that's global, isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is suggesting that erectile dysfunction there's a direct correlation between that and spending lots and lots of hours at video games.
Yep. Anytime you're on a computer, I think.
Hence the name Microsoft. CA, what's going on there?
What was that accent?
Gosh.
What's going on there?
I don't know. It's a computer dude.
Yes.
Yeah. Coming up, by the way, I did see this story. We were talking about this the other day about pornography, and I mentioned that I thought it might be actually giving kids the wrong idea, if you will. There is, according to this news account, a study that has found a negative link between the use of porno and the stability of romantic relationships.
Well, duh.
A survey of lots of folks, thousands of them, as a matter of fact, that it says that online porno can paradoxically ruin a young man's love life by giving them unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes. I think it's really sad that guys, that's what the first experience they have is they find on their phone. It's so easy to, whoa, this is what it's like? No.
Yeah, well, there you go. And in any event, that between that and the video games, your joystick may not be providing as much joy.
Was that on the list? Or 1,500, 1,600 joystick?
Oh, no, joystick wasn't on our list.
Well, it's not on the list.
That's more of a contemporary one. It does have that kind of gripper. We have time for one more quickie. Christy, what do you got over there?
A kangaroo is on the loose near DeLand, Florida.
DeLand?
Why do they call it DeLand, Tom?
Well, it's funny you'd ask. It's near D.C.
Sheriff Mike Chitwood.
No, Chitwood.
Yeah, told WESH that the kangaroo escaped when a bear entered its enclosure. Okay, wait a minute.
That's a smart kangaroo.
Yeah. Neighbors told the station the marsupial was spotted several times hopping down the road at a nearby intersection and at the sheriff's youth camp. The owner has been notified and is on the lookout. By the way, if you have the right permits and enough space, it is legal to own a kangaroo in Florida.
Wow.
So this bear was a wild bear, I'm assuming. It wasn't part of this guy's household.
Who knows? But I'm guessing must be in a very rural spot near DeLand.
Can we talk to a kangaroo expert at some point, and I can ask them how or why kangaroos almost... They know how to box right out of the pouch, if you believe me. You know what? Isn't that the case?
Natural instinct.
I think they get real violent in the in the forest with their fellow kangaroos.
And some of them look like they've been bench pressing for 2 or 3 years. They're just muscled.
Are they a different breed?
Yeah. Well, there are different breeds of kangaroo, yes, but...
I know that in Australia they're either kind of like deer, and you'll see them at the side of the road where somebody hit them.
Oh, sure.
You got to be careful.
Aww.
And is it Chad Daniels that has the description of them?
Tyrannosaurus deer.
Tyrannosaurus deer for a kangaroo.
Kangaroo should be.
Can you imagine you're driving around, you're near Daytona Beach, Florida. You're thinking, oh wow. There's a kangaroo. Wow, that hurricane really did. that really did get windy. It blew one of those things over here. Coming up, we have the Shoe-In of the Week review with Chick McGee and our winner from LaBelle, Missouri, Eric Stewart. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Oh, my goodness, that's right. You two are brothers in arms.
Is Ace a member of the Army?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, Ace, I didn't know you were in the Army.
How many KISS shows you been to, Ace?
Around 300.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, I just like them. I'm not nuts. Oh, my good Lord, Ace.
That's too many.
Oh, that's too many.
They're friends.
Even Peter Chris said that's too many. I'm out. Even the Catman said, give me a break. Where am I? All right, good.
I'll tell you something off air now.
Oh, okay.
Have you been to more KISS shows than members of the band?
I was sitting with Paul Stanley one time, and he goes, You've been at more KISS shows than the Ace. This was when Bruce was in the band.
Yeah, than the Ace, yeah.
Wow, Ace Frehley, that's amazing.
Paul Stanley and I had the same sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. You were in the KISS Army when you were a kid, right?
I was. Well, listen, I'm AWOL. You know that. I couldn't hack it. I was willing to rock and roll all night. I was not willing to party every day.
Gotcha.
So I'm AWOL right now. There's a 57-year-old man just like a kitty cat roaming the streets looking for me. I hear him calling. Can't come home right now. Come on, Ace knows that's Beth. If anybody in the house is going to enjoy that joke, it's Ace.
I love that.
I'm going to do a Psycho Circus reference in a minute into one guy's amusement.
Okay. Not there.
You don't think I'm going to bring bring up Carnival of Souls and have Ace enjoy my humor? Look at Ace! I finally found a guy you can make my stupid Kiss jokes with.
Aren't you?
These are crazy nights.
They sure are.
Aren't you like me every Veterans Day? You call Jimmy and wish him a happy Veterans Day?
I appreciate that call. I put my flag out there.
That's right.
I put my.
So you're now in the Kiss Army Reserve.
I am, yeah. I only go in when necessary, which is not very often these days.
Do they still have the indoor football team?
No, the team, like a lot of teams that year, went belly up. But they were horrible. They were the LA Kiss, for a horrible name.
Yeah.
They were a horrible team.
Well, I want you to watch Tom's face on this, okay? You know, Tom, that Jimmy was a season ticket holder of the LA Kiss.
Wow. I'm the only one that really loved arena football.
I
went to a bunch of games.
My son Oliver and I really enjoyed it. But after a while, when your team always loses, you can't even have fun. There's a shout out loud again. Oh, they played deuce. Oh, they mixed it up, son. It's horrible.
It was an interesting TV show. Remember that?
The TV show was great.
Yeah.
TV show was great.
I didn't see the TV show.
It was a really good reality show. They did not. The editing was not as fake as other reality shows. It was pretty.
Even Gene and Paul admitted the team was bad.
Well, they had to. There was documented evidence of it.
I believe that's called scoreboard.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's not subjective. Like, Dynasty's a bad album. No, it's not, Demon. You're right, Star Child. What does Space Ace think? Let's ask the cat. Don't forget the Yonk. He wrote some of the songs.
Now, did you know that the famous Kiss comic book?
Yeah, blood.
There was actually blood in the ink.
Well, that's what they said.
That's what they said. Well, there's photographs of them pricking their fingers.
They show them adding the blood to the ink.
Okay.
I have an original pressing.
You do?
Absolutely. So does Ace.
You still have that?
Yeah.
Now, is your young son interested in Kiss?
Boy, did I try. I took him to 2 concerts. He went to see Kiss twice. Once at 5. Turns out that's too young. And that was dumb. Boy, you want to feel like white trash. Bring your 5-year-old to a concert. Holy smokes. That was. And then get recognized. Are you Jimmy Pardo? I am not. No, I don't know who would bring their son to the show. That's an infant. Nobody's bringing an infant to a show. Man, that was dumb. Then I took him again at 5.5. I thought that was enough time.
6 months is a long time.
6 months is a long time for a child, isn't it, chick?
Yeah, you mature quickly at that age.
Yeah, one was indoor, one was outdoor. I said, so let's see how the environment settles. Maybe that's what the problem was the first time. He fell asleep during the encore the second time. How do you do that at a rock and roll concert? That's how bored he was. But son, that guy spit and fired. Pass.
You got the guitar out. So you have a new song?
Yeah, I got a new one. Just got finished recording this for upcoming CD.
Okay. All right.
No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. She's tough enough to whoop Ricky Tidwell's mama. Seen her out standing on the White House steps with the massive forearms and them big biceps. Yeah, I know exactly what the press corps is thinking. She's 2 inches shorter than Abraham Lincoln. Got a dress on tighter than a Swiss Army knife and a booty that shakes like Barney Fife. Yeah, she's the pretty lady that lives in the castle. The first lady that I wouldn't arm wrestle. Don't spill nothing on the White House rug, 'cause she put the Queen of England in a big bear hug. She's tall enough to make Yao Ming nervous. She don't even need any Secret Service. And she ain't gonna take any crap off Barack. She could cut his wind off with a side headlock. No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. I'd rather start a fight with the Dalai Lama. She's got a lot of class and a lot of behind. And in 5-inch pumps, she's about 6'9". Trying to remember the next verse. May have to come back to me after commercial. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I know what it is. She's a Princeton lawyer and a real good mother. She's got more teeth than an Osmond brother. And a jawbone bigger than Kanye West. And there ain't no telling what she can bench press. And I think that's all I can remember.
That's all you remember?
That's okay.
It's still going.
It's a work in progress.
I'll think of it here in a second. It'll hit me when you're in the middle of commercial.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Comedian Tim Wilson is here with us, and Tim has his guitar out, obviously, and he's going to be...
She knows all the wrong buttons to push. She's read more books than Laura Bush. Got a right arm bigger than Maria Shriver. driver, and she put Oprah Winfrey in a pile driver. No, you don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. You don't want to mess with Michelle Obama. You don't want to mess with Michelle Obama, comma, period. I think that's the end of it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. There's Ace Cosby. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. Chick is having a great season so far with the shoe-in of the week, in which his sports picks over 500 against the spread, ladies and gentlemen.
37-28, free money. Come get it.
And we do something we call Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks each week, and each week at stake a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. And our winner this week for the previous week, which is week 7, is Mr. Eric Stewart from LaBelle, Missouri. And I think, do we have Eric on the phone? Hey, Eric.
Yes, you do.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, just fine. How about yourself?
Good. Where exactly is LaBelle, Missouri?
It's about 2.5 hours north of St. Louis, northwest.
Okay. Well, congratulations. And are you born and raised in LaBelle?
Yes.
Because you have a beautiful accent.
Does he have an accent?
Yeah, don't you think so?
Maybe a little.
No. It's normal here.
No, I'm not. It's not abnormal anywhere. I just think it's very nice, very appealing. And congratulations, you got all 15 games last week, and then you were the tiebreaker. You busted everybody else out by getting the tiebreaker. So congratulations, and you get to pick against Chick McGee right now. So
you ready, Stu? You all right?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go. The shoe of the week, 37-28 against the spread so far. As we look ahead to week 8 tonight, the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams get together in Los Angeles, the city of the angels, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rams are home underdog tonight. They're getting 3. Who do you like, Stu?
I'll take the Vikings on that one.
Vikings -3. I agree with my boy Stewart. I'll take Eric Stewart. I'll take the Vikings to cover tonight. The Bengals host the Philadelphia Eagles coming up this weekend. Eagles getting 3. Who do you like, Eric? Bengals or the
I like the Eagles on that one.
You like the Eagles plus the 3. Well, you're wrong, but that's okay. Let's go forward. I'll take the Bengals -3, Tom.
Okay.
Baltimore, the Ravens -9 at Cleveland. The new Browns and the old Browns getting together. Who do you like, Baltimore or Cleveland?
Baltimore.
Baltimore -9. I agree with my boy Eric. And the Lions hosting the Titans, and Titans getting 11. Lions -11, Titans +11.
I'll take the Lions -11.
That's exactly right. I'll take the Lions -11 as well. And I heard you're a Commander fan. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
And do you go back to the Redskins days, or are you just recently? Me too. Washington, a home underdog, believe it or not. They're getting 3 points against the Chicago Bears. Word still out yet about Jaden Daniels starting for Washington. Who do you like? Washington +3, Chicago -3.
I got to go with Washington on that one.
I got to go with Washington, the football team as well, plus the 3 at home. Tom, there you go.
Yeah, those are good ones.
All right.
So you only disagree on one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Now, are you in a vehicle as we speak, Eric?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I thought I heard some road sound there.
And what do you do? What are you doing?
I ain't too far from a major highway.
Oh.
Okay. What are you doing right now besides talking to us?
Yeah, you're at work?
Yeah, I'm at work.
Does the boss know that you're taking time out to?
Not right at the moment.
Okay, but then we're not going to not going to delve into that, and we don't want to get you in trouble. Are you going to be?
Once again, this is John Smith talking to us.
We don't know what he does. He's just on a highway.
I see.
Right.
There's a highway nearby. He's somewhere in Missoula.
Sounds like you're cleaning those manual leg beaters. But that's fine.
Missoula, Montana.
That's right.
Eric, are you going to dress up for Halloween?
Probably not this year. I'm a little old for that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Well, it was a great question, wasn't it?
Well, there are a lot of Halloween parties. That people are going to
you
this
never know.
weekend.
You never know. Maybe he could
Sure.
be dressing up as Joe Theismann. By the way, Joe Theismann's going to be our guest tomorrow, Eric. So don't miss the show. Mr. Theismann. We'll be talking to him right about this timing, as a matter of fact, tomorrow, if I got my clock right. Are you doing a big Thanksgiving at your place this year, Eric?
No. We usually go to the daughter's house. She usually hosts most of our events.
Okay, a good cook?
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. That was the correct answer, even if she isn't. Oh
God, yes.
Now, do you bring a dish, or do you just like bring a case of beer? Or
We usually bring. I'll take the ham and probably another side dish.
okay, do you make that yourself?
Yes.
And what is it typically?
Just baked ham with pineapple and honey.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah?
I'm a big ham fan on.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, turkey. I serve a little bit of it, but we always end up eating more of the ham and the roast beef, frankly.
Really?
Yeah, turkey is kind of bland.
You don't like turkey?
Not really.
I knew there was something weird about you.
You like turkey?
Love turkey. I mean,
Really?
great turkey.
It tastes like nothing. Don't you? Do you agree with me on this, Eric?
I'll plead the fifth on that one.
You know what? Let's thank Eric for entering the contest and joining us this morning. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric. I hope you have a great day at work.
Eric, do they call you Eric, Rick, or Stu? What do they call you?
Stu.
Stu.
Stu?
Stu.
Oh, you are Stu.
Stu.
Okay, hey, Stu.
Say goodbye, Tom. Don't put him on the spot anymore.
Okay, Eric, have a great Thanksgiving.
Stu.
For Halloween, can you dress up as Chick McGee? Okay.
Go ahead, Stu.
Okay.
I will try.
Thank you, Stu. Congratulations.
All right.
Get some nice jewelry from our buddy Steven Singer. Okay, thank you very much.
yes.
All right.
yeah.
Good job. That went well, I thought.
That could have been my favorite line all morning. Well, that went well.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
You're right.
I just didn't want to get him in trouble. It sounds like the boss doesn't know he's on the phone.
Yeah, I wonder what he
And
does.
you kept him on the phone.
Not that long. Whose side are you on here?
6 minutes. I mean, come on.
Is he
He gets a
okay?
6-minute break, doesn't he?
Well, I don't know.
think
There's
we get
some slave driving bosses who.
We get a 6-minute break.
Well,
You don't want him to be. Maybe he's a physician and somebody's bleeding out. Well, he could have saved the son of a bitch if he'd been paying attention, but he was on the phone. Sorry. Let's just go over to the SILAC news desk.
son of a bitch.
with Christy Lee. Not Eric. I mean,
No,
patient.
no. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Christy. What have you got over there?
A woman in Texas says she makes $100,000 a year decorating people's porches with pumpkins.
Now,
this is a great idea.
Now, when I saw this,
Yeah.
I thought, okay,
I think there's
so
someone who does that around. They will decorate your porch seasonally, like
Yeah?
whatever you need, like 4 times a year or something. They come
Really?
by. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Wow.
I assumed that these were going to be all carved pumpkins. So
No,
it isn't.
no, they're probably
It's just stacks of different gourds and pumpkins.
sure. Yes, that's the.
I mean,
that's what most
So
people
what's your
do.
beef? You don't like the way she's decorated?
Well, no, I mean, I do that. I went to half the fun. You go with the pumpkin patch. But yeah, here's a picture. There have to be 50 pumpkins in this guy's front door.
Ms. Heather Torres of the company Porch Pumpkins charges between $325 and $1,350 to decorate the front porches and gardens of people's homes for autumn. The 41-year-old started her side hustle in September of 2020 after her neighbors complimented her Halloween decorations and asked her to design theirs. Since then, Ms. Torres has decorated 250 houses in person, and this year alone has received 1,052 orders for pumpkins. She says, my working year starts in July when I start taking orders. Then in December, we'll collect the pumpkins. So she takes them all back, I guess. What does she do with them?
Yeah, she throws them away. I mean, yeah, she obviously.
Are they real pumpkins? Or?
Yeah. I mean, this. I admit this is a beautiful display, but it's tons of pumpkins. So she. I mean, there's not even a single vomiting jack-o'-lantern. Who's calling? Ace, can you get that?
Hello, Bob Top Show.
What?
Hello. Hello. This is Chick McGee. Hello. No one's talking, Tom. What do I do now?
No, I hang up the phone. No,
All right, well, thanks for coming.
That is never.
Hey, and keep on rocking.
when did we?
I don't know what the hell that was all about, but they wouldn't answer.
I didn't even know there was a phone over there.
I did. Certainly, you would think in a radio control room they'd have the ringer muted, but apparently,
I have never ever experienced that in here. That's
in any event. This lady's pumpkin displays are lovely.
all right. Well, we'll take your word for it.
But I didn't you assume that she was carving the pumpkins?
No, I didn't,
No, of
because
course
everyone
not.
I know that has their porch decorated, not one has a carved pumpkin.
and I assumed they were like some sort of styrofoam plastic composite.
Yeah, so did
not
I.
a real pumpkin.
Yeah.
$325 to have this lady dump a bunch of pumpkins in your front yard?
Well, she doesn't dump them. I'm sure she arranges them.
Porch pumpkins.
Okay.
You know, weirdo.
Okay.
Maybe you could have a side hustle decorating people's porches.
Well, you're the king of pumpkins, right? What's the lifespan of a
pumpkin?
Yeah, on your porch.
Oh, well, they'll be out there for quite a while. I did it a week ago Saturday.
Depends on the weather, I would think. And
yeah, I've had mine out for about 10 days. I probably got 20 of them out there. And it's the same thing. It's just I got a yellow one and orange ones, white ones, the whole deal.
And these are not carved, though?
Not yet. Okay. We carved the jack-o'-lanterns just prior to Halloween. And by the way, someone sent me a beautiful jack-o'-lantern Dremel kit. I don't know who to thank, but thank you. I'll thank him on the air when I get the thing. That's great.
Man, I'd give anything for that phone to ring again.
Maybe it's the guy that sent me the Dremel tool for carving pumpkins.
So they have patterns now and everything, so you can.
No. I freehanded. Are you kidding? No.
Of course.
Remember that time he brought a pumpkin in and carved it in front of us? I thought he was going to cut his hand off.
Yeah.
What a nut.
I love carving pumpkins.
You know what? I have to tell you.
Got your wish.
You got to hit the button, I think. See,
Well, I don't see what
is there more than one line?
Yeah.
Ringing.
Okay, we'll see which one's ringing.
Hello? Oh, hey, they're all lit now.
No. Who the hell's calling you?
Maybe we are having problems.
Tom Show, Chick speaking. Hello.
Chick's trying to answer the phone. Thank you very much. While you answer the phone, I'm going to tell you about Orange Insoles. We got a great thing going with Orange Insoles right now. What am I talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your man cave or your she shed. Orange Insoles has stepped up. They've got this new 4K smart TV and a cool wooden dartboard. You could win it for your man cave or your she shed. I don't know why I can't say that. It's courtesy of Orange Insoles. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest and get the details. By the way, what are Orange Insoles all about? Well, believe it or not, they're about maybe hip pain, knee pain, ankle pain, because everything starts at the base.
Think of your foundation.
You get those shoes, your beautiful new shoes, and they've got that floppy, it's like a piece of bologna in the bottom. That's giving you zero support. You need to have your arches supported, or you're going to be having problems down the road. Deep heel cup and arch support, very important, and that's what Orange Insoles is a specialist in. They know what they're doing. Think of a table. If one of the legs is the wrong size, it's going to start wobbling, and everything hurts from the ground up. So find the right fit for you, for whatever shoe you wear, with the Orange Insoles Insole Quiz. So you just go to orangeinsoles.com. And by the way, free shipping right now. Orangeinsoles.com, and you're going to feel a lot better. Plus, Orange Insoles come with a 60-day, we want you to be happy guarantee. If they don't work for you, send them back on the house. That's orangeinsoles.com. INSOLES. Orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more, and maybe get rid of that hip pain, ladies and gentlemen. With Orange Insoles, don't forget our contest, bobandtom.com/contest. Thank you very much, Orange Insoles. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we're going to talk to you about telehealth and your doctor. We'll also talk about butter shoplifters and a really sad story about a woman who took care of her husband. This is just upsetting as heck to me.
Yeah. That's a little rough.
A little rough.
I think the karma train may come in the form of a lightning strike for this guy.
I certainly hope.
Okay, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
All right, where's my big bowl?
Hey, Josh. Josh, new orange insoles are in with that deep heel cup. You should see how deep this heel cup is.
Deep heel cup, you say?
Josh, what are you doing?
Deep heel cup.
They're for your shoes. Gah.
My shoes, you say? Orange insoles come with a deep heel cup and arch support to provide everything you need to keep up with your everyday activities. Orange insoles are great if you work on your feet all day, simply taking on the world. Orange insoles will help you feel better and do more, guaranteed. Get your orange insoles today and step into a world of comfort. OrangeInsoles.com.
Last time you were here,
Yes.
you got talking about catchphrases.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even sure you remember this.
In fact,
I remember it.
we actually use it.
We use it a lot.
Right now.
And
How's that working for you?
You know, I got to say that, you know, I'm a comic, so everything, and when I improvise something, it's a throwaway. And I'm certain that I've thrown away my career and the potential for a decent career 100 times. I've had people say to me, you know, that baked bean bit, the funniest thing I have, and I don't know what
Don't know what they're talking about.
You know, because it's like, you know, I got my stuff, and then I got my, because you had that guy on from Bruce Springsteen earlier.
Sure,
And he was talking about working with the boss and the boss way he works a set list. That's me.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say I'm like Bruce Springsteen, but I'm like Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
You
know what I'm saying?
you change it up every
I
night.
have a set list, and then I'm willing to.
Then
I
you
do
never
it.
follow it, yeah?
It's, you know, I'll do what I need to do. I'll do whatever I got. It's like making love, you know.
But you do it
right now.
Oh, that's right.
See, we love that phrase, and you've given it up. Then we were hoping.
I did it, you know, and when I did,
There's no right now T-shirts.
When I did the Bob and Tom show tour, I don't know if I told you I did it.
Sure.
And Chick introduced me. He introduced me with that catchphrase.
Oh, yeah. It's starting. It's starting.
Is it sweeping America?
And
we want
seem
to.
to like
We'll
it.
bring you back on the tour, but only if we can do the right now thing.
Oh, look
Could
at
I
that.
hear
what I gotta do?
Could I hear the baked bean bit right now?
because, you know, sometimes my mom used to make baked beans with her special sauce.
Yeah.
Which was mustard, ketchup, and sugar. And she would, you know, she goes, go on to the dinner, come here right now. Right now. And she had this really deep voice. That's before she stopped smoking.
Yeah.
She was a Pall Mall babe.
Wow. Did the sugar make the beans
Brown sugar.
Sweet.
It was a brown sugar. It was like the best thing in the world. And
Yeah.
my father was overweight, and so my father, and no matter what, she couldn't do any wrong. You know, this is the greatest thing I ever, you know, it's mustard and ketchup and
brown sugar.
brown
A lot of sugar in there,
and,
yeah.
and some Campbell's baked beans. And he we could have, if God bless my father, may he rest in peace. He would have been happy with a trough.
Fill it with oats.
And I'll tell you something. My father lived for dinner.
Did he?
Mustard?
Yeah.
Because my father, you know, my father was, he was a real man. He was a Marine Corps lieutenant colonel. We've talked about this before.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My father was in World War II. My grandfather, World War I. I enlisted in the Army out of high school, just missed Vietnam, but I was in time for our country's war on drugs.
How'd you do?
Technically, I fought for the other side.
We have to take a break right now.
Right now.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
Oh, sorry. I was scaring myself.
To the Bob and Tom Show. That's Tom losing his mind a little bit. That's all right. You're among friends.
It happens.
Congratulations to Eric Stewart again for winning Week 7. Week 7. Hey, Stewie of our special Steven Singer event. We call it the Pigskin Picks. Thank you, Steven, of course. Now, you could win that gift certificate from Steven Singer for Week 8. But you got to log in today. You got to get that done. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get your picks in. And you guys agreed on all your picks so far, except for one. He's taken the Eagles +3 at the Bengals.
I think the Bengals right the ship this weekend.
Yeah.
And get right back to 500.
I am with you on that
I hope
one.
so.
And I really don't understand the Ravens-Cleveland thing. What is happening with that?
What do you mean? Cleveland getting 11 or something at home?
Oh, they're oh yeah, okay. I thought they're getting 9. I think it is. Yeah, but
9, but they're getting a bunch. But
no
Cleveland plus Jameis Winston's going to be quarterback, so he throws a lot of picks.
Okay, so it'll be fun. You can check all Chick's picks online, and you may pick the rest of them. You're thinking about that?
I might. Saturday, things get slow. I'll look around, see what's going on.
Tomorrow at about this time, I think we're going to be talking with Joe Theismann. So I'm very excited about that. Joe's always
good old 7.
Yeah, Joe is a guy that knows a lot about the game and is very thoughtful, and it's always a great pleasure speaking to him. Also tomorrow, the great comedian Mike Birbiglia will be our guest, so I'm certainly looking forward to that.
I haven't seen Mike in a while. That'll be nice.
Yeah, I went up to Chicago to watch a show. It was just wonderful. So good. So I highly recommend that. We'll talk about some of the spots he's going to be. Right now, we turn back to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
Cosmopolitan magazine spoke with several sex experts about the best ways to ask for what you actually want in bed.
Oh, God, I wish Josh were here for this one.
How about talking? How about asking them?
The first step, start outside the bedroom. Sexologist Nicoletta Heidegger suggests having these conversations while you have your clothes on to approach the subject with more clarity and less shame.
This is kind of what we had yesterday. That other story was saying have a checklist and do it at a restaurant or something.
Yeah, that was bizarre, wasn't it?
So this is saying you're sitting outside the bedroom fully clothed.
Well, you're sitting at dinner, perhaps, after dinner to talk conversation.
Okay,
I don't know.
so please pass the peas, and I'd like a...
Later, we have dessert. Yeah.
Now, so what is the question again?
How to ask for what you really want in bed.
Now, Josh isn't here, because if he were here, Ace, what would I say to him?
I don't know.
I would say, Josh, you know what you want in bed? A pizza, of course.
See, that's just low-hanging fruit.
And he's not even here.
I know.
Okay.
Other suggestions, make it a game. Sex educator Laura Clark said sex is supposed to be fun. Talking about sex can be just as playful. Create a yes-no list together to figure out the things you both might like to try.
How about a buzzer? Wouldn't that be? Well, here's what I would like to do. Apparently that's not going to happen. Okay.
The things that really get you going, as well as the things that don't do it for you, would be on this yes-no list. Sandwiching your request in between positive statements and affirmations can be a more manageable way of giving feedback to a partner.
How about a sandwich instead of a pizza? How about just a sandwich?
So what that means is, so you say something nice.
Yes.
Then you ask for what you want. Then you say something else nice.
Correct.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah.
I'm with Christy. You're at a nice dinner. You're having great conversation. You say,
hey, honey,
tonight,
by the way,
can we try that?
Yeah.
Really? Maybe you can demonstrate it. You say, "You see these mashed potatoes?
The way you just
Do you see these mashed potatoes?
See this mashed potatoes? See this butt steak? Okay.
Now, waiter, I need a kielbasa over. A big one. Okay.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Oh my goodness. A focus on asking for more of what your partner is really doing right, using phrasing such as "It's really hot when you." Lick me there. I don't know. To empower your partner before you ask for what.
Does it say that? Lick me there?
No, I threw that.
You made that up? Okay, so now we got a little insight into Christy Lee.
Quick snapshot.
Yeah, very, very good.
Encouragement does not always have to be verbal. Moans and body language can be just as effective as words. Well, duh.
How about crying?
Yeah. That's always been my problem.
Weeping.
There's no crying. There's no crying.
Hand signals.
There's no crying in baseball or in sex.
Phone calls. Interesting. But it's kind of like those other sex therapists were saying yesterday. This a lot of talking.
Well, yeah, I think communication is the key to any good relationship.
But I mean,
Tom.
doing it elsewhere than not in the bedroom seems to be the theme of these things.
Ahead of time, you're making a plan or something. Hey, tonight.
Oh, you mean for later in the evening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean like it's a football game? Like you could wear one of those things in your sleeve, like the quarterbacks?
Oh, yeah, look at a number.
Yeah, well, like,
we gotta play number 8.
I'll tell you what, 3 plays from now, you may want to
39,
get a towel to bite on.
39 zig out on 4. Let's go.
Do you and your lady go to bed at the same time?
During weekdays, no.
Okay.
Never. I mean, almost virtually never.
Okay.
Because I go to bed so early.
Yeah, well, so do I.
What time do you go to bed?
Between probably around 9 o'clock.
Still good.
9 o'clock.
You're us way late.
What
if
time
you're
do you
not
go to bed?
sound asleep by 7:30, 8 o'clock, you're not trying.
7:30?
Oh, you got to.
Oh, God, I'd love to go to bed at 7:30.
Yeah, I would too, but I can't. No, I don't. 9 o'clock, but my husband goes to bed when I go to bed because he gets up when I get up usually.
Oh,
We're very close. He gets up at 5
so
when
he's
I leave.
insane then.
Why the hell is he getting up that early?
Because he works out. He goes to work out. He's crazy.
No, he should lay in bed. There's no problem. Ridiculous.
But for some, this is. Why am I saying this? I find that as soon as I lay down, I want to start talking.
I believe that.
Wait a second. Hang on a second. Wait. I got it here. Say it again, Christy.
I said, it seems like every night when we go to bed, it seems like as soon as we lay down, I want to start talking.
That's the way the game works. And you just lost double jeopardy.
If you don't shut up, I'm going to kill you. How about that?
It's quiet. You know, things come up. I got to get them off my mind before I go to sleep.
That's kind of a classic problem with sleeping is that your mind races.
Yes.
But there's also a thing. I remember talking to a psychologist about this many, many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having trouble sleeping. And he said, do you have a television set in your bedroom? And I said, yeah. He goes, what do you watch? And I said, I always watch the news. I'll watch CNN before I go to bed.
No.
And he goes, don't do that.
Yeah.
He goes, watch the Flintstones, watch Andy Griffith. Don't get caught up in the news because you're not going to be able to. And God knows that was then. Now, geez.
Well, I sleep with the TV on, and I usually have something I've watched a million times before. Big Bang Theory or 2.5 Men.
You can leave it on and go to sleep
all night.
Wow.
You leave it on. Well, I don't even have a TV in my bedroom. But I will say, last night we were watching this new show on Netflix called The Gentleman, I believe, and it's kind of serious. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of serious. And I go, I got to have a palate cleanser. So God is my witness. We watched the very first episode of The Jetsons at 9 o'clock last night.
I love The Jetsons. But that's smart.
Yes, because I didn't want to go to bed thinking about this guy getting his head blown off. I mean, The Jetsons was so... You forget how well done that was in 1962.
One of the greatest television theme songs of all time.
Yes.
It rocks. It swings, man.
Oh, my God, does it swing.
It was... I've forgotten how much I enjoyed The Jetsons.
Great
now I'm going to watch it every week. Or every night, I think. Before
I don't watch TV before I go to bed at all anymore.
Do you read?
Yeah.
Well, we read.
Yeah, I gave up. Too painful. The news right now is...
Well, watch something fun. There are other channels.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Jump.
Might as well jump.
You could watch The Jetsons, too. I bet you have it on your TV.
I don't have time. And Ace, by the way, Ace, I've started reading Alex Van Halen's book. It's great. And Alex Van Halen, we've met a lot of musicians. And if you had asked me this, I would have always said one of the nicest guys and deepest thinker guys of all time was Alex Van Halen.
Are you physically reading it or audio?
Right now, he narrates the book. Okay. I just got it yesterday. It's great. I had no idea those guys were master musicians when they were 6.
Yeah, when they were young. Didn't they grow up in Vegas or something?
No, they grew up in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
I forget the name. They were Pasadena, I want to say. Yeah. But they actually spent the first many years of their lives in
I thought Alex
Holland.
was Rose Queen one year, right? 16, 17
was
years old.
He was on the parade, on the float.
But those guys both won classical piano competitions when they were really tiny kids. But it's a fascinating story. Anyway, I can't wait to get deep into it. But Alex was such a nice guy the times that I met him. So I'm really looking forward to the book. I'm sorry, back to you, Christy.
Telehealth has made it possible for doctors to deliver care from anywhere, but a professional-looking background helps patients feel more confident about their care and advice, according to a new study. Even if doctors are miles away from the clinic or exam room, they should make it look like they're there. That's according to results published Wednesday in the journal JAMA, J-A-M-A, the Network Open. JAMA Network Open.
Yeah, that's true. I get that.
I get that. You don't want them sitting in front of their refrigerator or something.
Yeah, it's like when you're watching the news and they do all the remote stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
And typically the ladies and gents are in a study, and you know for sure that
They're not reading the books that are behind them.
they've got. I always find it funny when they've got the book in the horizontal position, so you can say,
yeah.
"Oh, wow, he's reading that. That's very impressive."
Yes.
I think that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain look one expects from a doctor.
I think anytime you're on a Zoom meeting, it's kind of important what your background looks like. I think that's why they have those.
Oh, the fake ones?
Fake ones, yeah.
Boy, they have really got those down, too.
Don't they?
Used to be, you could tell a green screen behind somebody for Dave. Now it's forget it.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Didn't
really well done.
Lester Holt, I think Lester Holt, 3 days out of 5 is at his house. He's not
Standing in the basement?
standing in the basement in front of a green screen.
You're kidding me.
I absolutely, I am convinced of it.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
But yeah, there is a certain look one expects from a doctor.
Of course.
And you want.
Do you want him in a white lab coat?
Well, no, but I mean, you want to.
I like a vague Austrian accent, too.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, let's see what's going on here, monsieur.
Glasses? Gotta have glasses.
You know what a guy with sunglasses, a tank top, and dreadlocks. Hey, how's it going?
You don't want your doctor calling you bro, do you?
No. Okay, so yeah.
Bro, you've got a wicked infection.
Dude. I've never seen one drip like that. Whoa.
I hope it was worth it.
Take a swab, taste it. If it tastes like pesto, you're okay.
Call in a script. I've got a wave to catch. Canadian authorities are investigating several large-scale thefts of butter in Ontario. CTV News reports.
This is so odd.
There have been 7 thefts over a 10-month period, including 2 hauls in the past month. The Guelph, is it Guelph? Guelph?
Guelph?
I don't know. Police service said that on October 12th, 2 men left a store with a cart full of items, including 3 cases of butter with a value of $677. 4 days later, the 2 men entered another business, placed 4 cases of butter valued at $693 in a cart, and left through an emergency exit.
How expensive is butter? How much?
What are they making? That's the biggest cake in the world.
But $700 worth of butter is
probably the organic crap.
That's a lot of butter.
Yeah, that seems to be a great deal of butter. Do they fence it?
I don't know.
You're walking down an alley in Canada. Psst. This ain't margarine.
Maybe they're butter sculptures.
Oh, butter sculptors?
Yeah.
Huh. That could be.
It could be.
Cheese sculpture?
They're making sculpture out of butter.
It's gold. Kerry gold. Little name brand joke there. Ace, I don't know if you're familiar with Kerry gold.
That's it's a high-end butter.
Excellent,
yes.
expensive butter. And 2 sticks, $700. But it's delicious. I'm a big fan of butter. You dairy farmers out there, thank you very much.
I'm a big fan of butter, too.
Real butter.
Real butter.
I don't like to get margarinized. No, thank you.
2 workers currently cleaning a huge 393-foot statue of Buddha in Japan. Seen emerging from the head of the world's tallest bronze Buddha and climbing down its right ear. The 2 specialist cleaners are giving the imposing Japanese statue its annual spruce up. Using high-pressure water guns, the pair blast dust and bird droppings off of the monument, Ushiku Daibutsu Monument.
Good.
Soars skywards over Ushiku City, northeast of Tokyo. The same 2 men who have been entrusted with the dangerous job of...
What's the name of the city?
Ushiku City.
Ushiko. Me, Tom. See, Chuck, I stole your joke.
Ushiko, yeah.
Me, Chick. Okay, very good.
The same 2 men have been entrusted with the dangerous job of cleaning the Buddha statue for nearly a quarter of a century.
Now, do you go Buddha or Buddha?
Buddha, of course.
You go Boo?
Yeah.
It's not Buddha. Where have you been?
I don't think it is Buddha.
No.
In the John Lennon song, he says Buddha.
I don't know if I...
What
Buddha?
John Lennon song?
Buddha? Parquet? No?
No, it's Buddha.
Is it?
Yes.
I think there are some that go with Bud.
No, I think you're wrong.
That's where Buddy comes from, but... I've always heard Buddha.
Buddy comes from Buddha?
Yeah, that's what Richard Gere told me.
No kidding.
In that documentary.
I didn't know. That's interesting. Yeah. Where are they? They're cleaning out. They were cleaning out his ear.
Yep.
The statue must be huge. If they
393 feet. That's big.
How long does it take to do the belly button?
There he is.
Oh, there they are. There's a picture. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Are those the two dudes up there climbing down?
Yes. By his ear.
That's dangerous. These guys, the ear is, what would you say, Chick, 15 times the size of that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Easily?
Yeah. And they've been doing this for 25 years or more.
That's really scary.
What is 390 feet? That's what, 40?
That's a
How many
lot.
stories in a foot? 10?
11? I don't know. But that's incredibly scary. But that's a nice, clean-looking Buddha. Is he fat? Is he fat Buddha or teen Buddha with the slender?
Fat Buddha.
I can't see.
And it depends on how he's holding his hands as what type of Buddha. There are several types of Buddhas that you have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd like someone that's a Buddhist to weigh in on this. Is it Buddha or because I keep hearing Buddha?
Where are you hearing Buddha?
His head. I got a friend who's a Buddhist.
Oh, really?
No, you don't.
Yeah, do you know him?
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Christy Lee.
Sure.
Right now, let's talk about something really interesting in the world of therapy. Thousands of people are helped every day and get lots of benefits from therapy. And perhaps you've been thinking about it, and perhaps you're intimidated or it's too inconvenient. Well, this is where BetterHelp comes in. Right now, I think I just heard 36,000 therapists are part of the programs involving this particular idea of BetterHelp. And what it's about is using the internet in the best way to privately seek therapy. The way it works is you take a questionnaire by going to BetterHelp.com. You take the questionnaire and you will be lined up with a therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists anytime. No additional fees are involved. But the therapy is done online, so the advantage here is obvious. It's a lot more convenient, and you'll feel safe, and you can do it in the privacy of wherever you want to be. And you can do the therapy, by the way, if you want. You could text back and forth, or you can have it a camera on like it's a Zoom call, or even just be on the phone with your therapist. Find out what I'm talking about. Get the information. If you've been thinking about therapy, this is a great way to get started. BetterHelp, and that's H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT show. And by the way, the /BT show will knock 10% off your first month. Once again, the therapy done online, so it's convenient and flexible. And like I said, you do it in the privacy of wherever you want to be with your smartphone or your laptop or whatever works for you. It's all about convenience and helping yourself. BetterHelp.com/BT show. Do it right now. By the way, the /BT show, once again, knocking 10% off your first month. Coming up, some exciting things that have happened before. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
I'm not a stripper person. I don't go to strip clubs.
Uh-huh.
No, I don't. I just.
I know. They come to you, right?
Well, kind of. So how I'm dating a stripper, I don't understand how that happened. And what happened was I met her outside of the situation. She's getting a little older to be that, and she said she was a writer. I met her at a social event. She goes, "I'm a writer," and I'm like, "Well, that's interesting. What do you write about?" She goes, "Well, I write about sex work, being a dominatrix, and stripping." And I'm like, "Why do you write about that?" She goes, "Well, that's what I do."
Oh.
So somehow or another, I just held on to writer. And
fascinating writer.
Yeah, fascinating writer.
In case your mother's still alive and you have to tell her.
See, right.
Yeah.
So now I'm dating a woman who who does dominatrix work. She spanks men and says that whole thing. And I'm not into that. That's not my bag.
Right.
I just like.
It's not my scene, baby.
It's not my scene.
No.
But I know that if I'm dating her, how am I not going to end up tied to a bed eventually? How am I
don't
gonna
know that.
Right? Because I'm like, well, this is what you do. Let's get it to be work
I
for
picture
her, though.
you tied to a ceiling fan and her saying goodbye.
Well, hold on, I'm writing that down. No, but here's what I could see. I go,
tied to ceiling fan.
Give her a good idea.
Yeah, well, here's what I know what'll happen is I'll end up tied to the bed. I'll be like, oh, no, I don't think I'm good with this. And she's going to be holding a ball gag saying the safe word is marry me.
Marry me. Mark Merritt is our guest. But I was just talking about things that are disappearing, like the sound of a typewriter is going away. I get it. I mean, I understand all this stuff, but like that little ding when you pull in the gas station, if you're under a certain age, you have no idea what we're talking about.
Right.
How true.
Just things.
Remember when they used to give you all kinds of things when you got gasoline, like glasses?
That's what Bill was talking about. Yeah.
Incredible stuff.
Even albums and stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you went to school at a certain age, you wouldn't remember what albums were or certain things. I mean, I saw a list of those things the other day with people that have.
They're all disappearing.
Yeah.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Totally gone. You know, customer service now is everybody can understand, but nobody can help you.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I understand, sir. Yes, I know. There's nothing we can do. That's just how. I was on a plane and they had the intercom turned all the way up to like 10, and it's right above me, like blowing out my eardrum.
Yep. Yeah.
So I asked the stewardess, I go, is there any way you can turn it down? She's like, no, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. It's like, really? They installed an intercom at 10 without a volume?
There's no volume.
They're going to
control
listen
on
to
the
it, and they're going to deal with it. That's how we're doing it on this airline.
That's right.
And I hate flying. I hate flying like Nigerians hate spam filters. You know what I'm saying?
There's a.
One of the things I like about you is you don't necessarily lower your sights when it comes to some of the things you do. You're willing to go out on a limb.
Oh, I have no sights.
You're willing to go out
blind.
You're willing to go out on a limb and do an impression that perhaps most people aren't going to pick up on.
I'm fearless,
and I respect you for that.
Thank you.
Especially when there's a high quality to the message, and of course, you know I'm referring to Gregory Peck.
Oh, yes.
Now, Gregory Peck,
Gregory
Peck, not familiar to everybody necessarily, a brilliant actor.
Not everyone knows who he is.
That's right.
But if there was a period of time in which he was a big leading man, he was
one of the biggest stars in Hollywood,
and he was in something you don't see much anymore unless you look hard, and that is what I would call an important movie.
Yeah,
there are a lot of great movies out there. Usually,
The Omen,
independent movies.
No, Boys from Brazil.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, I don't mean the.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying. There are a lot of great movies out there these days, but they tend to kind of, you got to look for them. A lot of the stuff that gets a lot of publicity is just a bunch of crap with a bunch of crashes and the same old junk. But
To Kill a Mockingbird was a great film.
One of the great films of all time. And,
Yes.
and you do one of the few tributes to it.
Well, yeah, it's a great movie. You learn a lot about tolerance and diversity from it and stuff. But it was made in like 1960 or whatever, and America's changed a lot since then. There's a lot of groups in this country, not even just racial or ethnic groups, but groups of people who define themselves a certain way. And a new one pops up every week. We're like, all right, we're weird, but you better like us, or you're a jerk. Like, all right, we'll write you down on the list. Yeah. If they made To Kill a Mockingbird now, it'd be like 10 hours long to cover all these different groups.
How true.
Atticus Finch would be out there to tell his little daughter,
Now, Scout, remember how I told you that black folks are just the same as we are, and we're to treat them with respect. Well, the same goes for these Shiite fundamentalists who just moved in across the streets. They just believe different things than we do. So if you see them out there stoning one of their women to death for sneezing on Wednesday, you pay them no mind. Nobody likes a nosy Nelly. And in this house over here live coprophiliacs. Those are people who derive sexual pleasure from human feces. Now, just because they're unrepentant dump truckers and we're not doesn't mean that we are somehow better than they are. They work hard like all Americans to put food on their table so they can eat it and poop it out and have sex. I don't know how it works.
I don't want to know how it works.
You just have to be tolerant.
no Oscars for that movie.
No. Mike McRae.
How about that?
Off $1,000 in cash. Coming up tomorrow, special guest Mike Birbiglia. He's at Clues Friday night. Blah, 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 blah.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Shut it up.
I can't speak.
Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Throw that toilet paper away. Wet cleans better than dry. It's just good science. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean pants down. There's Ace Cosby.
I like this.
And here's Tom.
I need someone to weigh in on the correct pronunciation of Buddha.
And his descent starts in the madness.
Some people say Buddha. In any event.
Okay, well, have you ever heard anybody say anything but Buddha, Chick?
I have not, no.
Cheap Trick live at BuddhaCon.
BuddhaCon. Yeah.
There you go. Rock and roll has weighed in. I don't think it's Cheap Trick live at BuddhaCon, is it?
Yeah, BuddhaCon. BuddhaCon sounds like a like a weekend.
Oh boy.
There's Comic-Con and then BuddhaCon. Did you see the butts on?
That'd be very popular.
Oh, it would. Babies got back. Time now to review something from the world of history.
Is that right? October 24.
Oh, this is a great one.
Oh, wait a minute. Christy, I think that's the definitive pronunciation on Buddha.
Okay, hold on. I got to get through the
advertisements.
Yes.
There's that John Lennon song where he goes, I don't believe in Buddha.
John Lennon doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
I don't think he says that. But,
No.
And it might not be Buddha.
Maybe he didn't mean Buddha. Maybe he meant something.
No, contextually, he had to mean Buddha.
Oh, God.
Let's see. I'll dig it up for you. This is a great question, Christy.
I bet it's not.
63 years old.
Yeah?
She was a lady named Annie Edson Taylor.
Annie Edson Taylor.
She was 63 years old in 1901. What did she do?
1901. She was 63. Annie Edson Taylor.
That wasn't Annie Oakley, was it?
No. I'll give you a hint. She did something and she lived.
Oh, she went over the Niagara Falls.
Exactly.
In the barrel, yeah.
So exciting.
A 1900 barrel, by the way. Yeah. Not now, the way they go.
They think the first successful one may have been as far back as 1829. Have you ever been to Niagara Falls?
I have been to Niagara
Scary.
Falls. It's very scary.
I have not.
A lot of mist. A lot of mist comes off of that.
I didn't like being too close.
Yeah. I tried to shoot an open for one of my ESPN shows there. It was a bad idea. A lot of background noise, if you can imagine. Yeah.
Not a static.
There you go, Tommy. There we go.
Buddha.
Buddha.
That's from the Cambridge Dictionary.
Buddha.
Buddha. Okay.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
We solved that.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Well, now that you found out, don't keep doing it.
Okay. Now this is a question for Ace.
Okay.
The date, October 24th, the year 1925. Harry Houdini's last performance, because that evening he would be punched in the belly and later on would die from the injury because he used to do a trick where he could say, hit me as hard as you want in the stomach, but he had to prepare himself, and someone allegedly surprised him with this. Do you know where this took place?
Somewhere on the East Coast, I know that.
No.
I want to say New Orleans.
No.
England?
No. Detroit, Michigan at the Garrick Theater.
Oh, boy. I would not have gotten that.
Well, where'd he die?
He died.
Sounds like Detroit, Michigan.
In Detroit, Michigan, I believe, in the hospital.
night,
there.
yeah.
Did he die that night, or was it? Yeah,
I'm making that up.
I know he died. Now, this particular volume indicates that it was his last performance. I say not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This year's Super Bowl halftime show.
Because Houdini's top of mind. Go on.
There's that new Dua Lipa song, Houdini. So you
think they know who Houdini is? Wasn't that a rapper, Houdini? I think that was a rapper or name or.
It was three guys.
Three guys or Houdini?
It was a group. Houdini.
Yeah, there was a Dua Lipa has a big hit song called Houdini. But I'm saying halftime at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Houdini, JFK, Tupac, and maybe Jesus or Buddha rise from the center. There you go.
The freaks come out at night.
Wouldn't that be a great halftime show?
What are you talking about?
I mean, are you talking about
Houdini,
holograms?
I'm talking about Back from the Dead. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's not going to happen.
No, it's not. Okay.
No,
it's not going to happen.
So you're saying that.
Being silly.
You're
now.
saying in 1925 it was Houdini's last ta-da?
Yes.
This is interesting. 1968, Mick Jagger and Marianne Faithfull were busted for pot. And didn't you know who Marianne Faithfull was?
Damn hippies.
Great.
Yeah, she was
great
a singer.
Yeah, great singer. Today, the biggest bust that I'm guessing Mick would worry about would be his hip. I think this is really, and I think Chick will know this one. There's a significant fact about this particular story. In 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays became the first team from Canada to win the World Series. What is one interesting aspect of the nationality of the members of that team?
No one was Canadian?
Exactly. 25-man roster. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, 1 Jamaican, no Canadians.
But they were playing for Canada.
Yeah, they were playing for Canada.
So don't they have the hotel? You can look out your window and see the
that's
game,
right. Yeah.
Yeah, is that the one where they had the couple doing the nasty in the window?
I believe so.
Okay, this is for you, Christy. 1915, happy birthday, Bob Kane.
Bob Kane?
Bob Kane.
I have no idea.
Bob Kane and Bill Finger.
Who's that?
Creators of Batman.
Oh, how would I know that?
In the first episode of Batman, it was just a dude carrying around a Louisville Slugger hitting guys in the head. And then they said, I have an idea. Why don't we make him kind of a superhero with no superpowers that dresses like a bat?
He's kind of a badass, though, with a bat. I mean.
And when people ask me who are the nicest guys you've ever interviewed that are famous, Oscar winner F. Murray Abraham. I always mention him. He was such a nice guy. Still is.
Mm-hmm.
He's currently featured in that show with the white, what's it called? The white something.
Lotus?
White Lotus.
Oh, White Lotus, yeah.
He's a terrific actor. Really nice guy. By the way, his real name is Murray Abraham. He just added the F in honor of his father.
That's sweet.
And, of course, he's related to F. Scott Fitzgerald.
No, he's not.
Oh, he isn't? Oh,
Wrap it up, Clowney.
Okay, sorry. Happy birthday, Tia Tequila, and
oh my God.
the great actor Kevin Kline. This is the Bob and Tom Show.